here, they are also, I think they're also in person, but it's not the same environment with a crowd or with the idea of one. With the way that paiN play, they are, I mean, they're Brazilian too. Let's just put it that way. You know, of all the teams that, all the regions that benefit the most from a live experience with lots of people and lots of energy, it's the Brazilian teams. And right now, I mean, NiP have been grinding all year online.
Yes,
like,
sir.
this is where they're the most comfortable, and they have had their most impressive results most recently. So it's a weird situation where the bounty hunter is also the favorite.
It's one of those ones where, like, we can try to sell you the snake oil that NiP are bounty hunters, but the odds don't lie. Recent results don't lie. Ninjas in Pajamas come into this game in better form, but can they pick it up, or are they just the stepping stone for the rebound? For now, it sounds like the latter. Until Ujurx comes through that smoke, thought there was a bit more potential for it. We've got a Molotov here for Snappy. He would need a second Molotov, though, unless they give him space, but the solution is a smoke, and now he's gonna be led to look like a fool. Unfortunate that they have the counterpiece of utility for exactly that, and paiN are gonna pick up pistol with 3 players alive.
I mean, it's great that they did. Actually, a couple of good shots from Snow is a great sign for paiN, because that's somebody who was brought up on the desk for good reason. You know, Snow, tons of potential, very young. Had such a great results at that major, but his individual form is not just steadily climbing over time. It can't be sporadic if this team is going to succeed over a long period of time. So, good start for him.
Fast Mac 10 move out from Kaspersky, but dropped to 10 health thanks to the 2 frag grenades. So utility, again, a key element of these first 2 rounds to the favor of paiN, and clean shots from NQZ at a distance really just suck the life out of this play for NiP. Little flank for Davideus out middle as well. Possible threat of losing a player in Donut means he doesn't waste any time, and this one gets cleaned up just the way paiN like it.
So here could be a game where, well, we've got no upsets happening besides a map or 2 getting overturned. In this game, the odds favorite being the bounty hunter means this should be the upset, sort of.
Should be.
You know, it should be.
But then if technically it is the upset and paiN wins, it's still not really an upset.
There,
so
there
what
we go.
is
Yeah,
it,
what is
man?
it then? Yeah.
What is it? What are we? What are they? NiP? They are on pistols. Having to hold off before guns come back around. Oof, though. A quick sudden burst up the top of ramp. Big Uzera slides into the action, and just is going to get himself a second. Able to push short side as well. Could potentially compromise that rotate from NQZ. Bomb plant safe from this position. Incendiary flusters Wrinkle, but not into the angle.
Ooh.
And we get the snappy flank. Oh, but they hold for it. Davideus, good presence of mind. And still smoked off on short. Shush, that's 3. He's gonna have to ace this, and he could. 4th kill, lickety split with the headshots coming out of that. And he was always predicting the rotate. Now he's gotta do it with 2 health. And as NQZ guns him down, he'll deny him that 5th stepping stone on what would have been a wonderful Shush highlight. Still a great message to send to paiN that he can bring this level, but it's a 3rd round nonetheless.
The return of Shush is what we're also trying to see with this reemergence of NiP on this lineup. It felt like all their careers could go to die in this situation, and Shush is somebody from Heroic. I mean, I feel like he was my favorite anchor for such a long time, and it was a question as to, you know, what's going to happen in his career now if NiP are just in VRS hell, and they've just sort of survived being up that past that like 100 rank mark, and now have climbed up to a spot where, funnily enough, they've got new VRS problems, but still.
Shots towards middle, we'll get back to that. The technicalities of the Counter-Strike world, because straight frags look good until Big Uzera from Shelf gets the better of it. Ujurx, though, gonna keep this one alive. Doesn't have the bomb. That sits outside elbow. Minute 20 to cook. A 1 versus 2 left in front of him.
Yeah, they haven't seen the bomb with these kills, so Ujurx has to go and get it, but the CTs, they'll be guessing, and they've just split the difference. I mean, Snow's in a great spot. I don't think he needs to move much from here. But Ujurx is slowly going to run out of time to both get the kills and the bomb back. NQZ very careful about this spot. and they grabbed this round as well. So it's a 4-0 start here for paiN. It's exactly what you want to see from paiN. I mean, again, like for a lot of us, I think the only asterisk is LAN and recent games as well. If you want to compare, be more excited to see NiP play right now than paiN. Sure. If this was like stage 1 of a major, I would just instantly switch over to paiN. But it does kind of also say that all the changes they need to make are mental. It's not tactical. It's not ability. It's not aim. Sometimes you got to wear dress pants to work from home to do the same job, you know?
Right. Meanwhile, Pimp asked today if he could wear shorts to a wedding. So
that won't be allowed.
Dress for the job you want, not for the one you have. Seems like sound advice. Keep your pants on. Kaspersky is looking to join up with this B commitment. 3 players ready to go up this ramp. CTs haven't shown much. They smoke off the front of it, and Ujerx hits the ground. NQZ through smoke. That's a nice return from Wrinkle. Snappy's going to use that kill to create the further... Oh! Again, though, what goes around comes around. DGT lines this up. 12 health is all he had to finish off that kill. And you can see how it just slows down the entire pace of what NiP had going for them in that bomb site. Kaspersky trying to snap back towards short side. His 4K back on train. And Cologne turned heads. Individually, he is on fire, but can't hit what he can't see. And a creepy Davideus crawls forward, supported by Big Uzera. paiN gonna keep these winning ways rolling.
Wow, man. The timings and everything are just perfect right here for paiN. They're in the flow of things. Just as Kaspersky comes to check on short, no one's there. They make that push happen. That was just a beautiful decision to make, honestly. Here the hold is pretty solid. Obviously, it's all unnerving to throw that smoke down and see someone coming through it at the same time, but that also serves your next teammate who has to defend the site. I mean, they're playing great.
Oh, again, gonna try to play with tempo, hoping that Shush could replicate that Tech 9 near ace. Not this time. Nothing going for them here. Snow is on the scene.
Full control.
Powering up, rolling down the hill and getting bigger as this goes. 6-0, the start here on Ancient.
Damn, and it's quick as well. The pace that NiP are bringing there, you know, very much trying to make every round as short as possible, but it's not scaring paiN at all.
This gives us a second to talk about the Ninjas in Pajamas. I want to discuss Snappy's struggle in CS2 because I can't think of a bigger heartbreaking situation, man. This guy, since the swap from CSGO, first and foremost, his individual level when CS2 came out was horrible. He said it himself multiple times, couldn't get into the groove of the game, etc.
Yeah.
Okay, he gets cut, he moves to Ninjas in Pajamas. The VRS situation at first was them being outside of 100, unable to get the invites to the Tier 1 events. They went into the kitchen, flew over to Las Vegas to play North American LANs in Fragadelphia, won that, finally start grinding through, finally start to find improvements, and now they're in that horrendous spot where they can't get invites to Tier 1 invites, and they're too high in the rankings to get invites to Tier 2. I just feel like life's out to get him. If he were to tell me that life's out to get him, you would almost have to believe it.
That's the Churchill quote, you know, if you're going through hell, keep going, because they've already done the hard part, and I think they've built some grit off the back of it. But, well, maybe they'll just... It'll get even worse if they lose this game, actually, because a single elimination, this is a big stage here for NiP, and it's not a good start in this map.
It's like, it's an individual that I want back in Tier 1. It's a player that I still have belief in. He had changed that because he's improved an individual level. Like, he was struggling so much with the new game at first. I like the formula of this new Ninjas in Pajamas. It's nice to get them back at a BLAST event. And you thought today would be that day where they could just get enough to break into, say, top 10, top 15. But
yeah, I mean, they built a lineup where everyone has potential.
Yes.
And they just have a veteran IGL who...
Yep.
I think his biggest issue was attitude. Like it's not like all of his colleagues didn't also have to play this new game they didn't like that much. They figured out how to play it, and now it's a lot better. But now he's got a lot of players. We could probably teach him a thing or two about how to play. And this mid lurk actually could change the round. Kaspersky gets his, but NQZ now, chance that he can make this weird.
Kaspersky on 17 health. Puts a smoke in front of himself.
Yeah, he's got to get across.
And
oh, that was such a good play, actually.
Half a second more, and he's got that kill, and then maybe, just maybe, but at least he had the lineup. He had envisioned how to win this, but it comes down to a bit of timing, and the pain continues here for Ninjas in Pajamas as the 7-round streak keeps growing.
Truly only a half second off of making that work. And if he had that lineup, how hard would it have been to kill him with the last guy? So, nice try. But another round where just trades are consistently better until the end of the round here for paiN. But yeah, I mean, they've, like, I don't even heard from Snappy on the climb back, but I'm going to say there's no way that they've made this happen. You know, every time that Vitality won a MR12 best of 3 on their streak, I thought of Snappy, because I thought this is one of the most, you know, the people who's critical of this format change the most.
Yeah, okay.
And would say that this game is random because of this.
Right.
And every time Vitality would win a game, they're here to prove that if your team is good enough, that MR12 is viable. There's no doubt that it is more volatile than MR15, but the idea that you cannot be good or cannot be consistent has now been squashed.
Right.
No. You might need drops or something, you know?
A little side
but you
maybe.
can do it. And I can't help but feel like that has an impact on teams that didn't believe before.
If you're slowly losing belief in this game and interest in it too, I invite you to head over to Sponge's Twitter, because he posted a clip of Kaspersky's 4K on train from Cologne without X-ray on. And watching that, that's one of those plays, like every play, you watch it without X-ray, it's that much more impressive.
Yeah.
But that one to me is just like exponentially more impressive. The time to kill on each of it, the way you can see him envisioning the next peaks, that was one of those plays that absolutely deserved that treatment. So, second monitor, get it up. That's at SPUNJ.
Yeah. Yeah, Kaspersky is the truth, man. It's a really, really promising player.
And there's truth to Wrinkle and Ujerks as well. Goes back to what you're saying. I like the pieces, but this flash from Snow, he meets his maker, was set up to go for the success. Instead, it's going to be BigUzera leaning alone on this B site, now burned into the open as well. He's also going to go down with nothing, and a well-timed red flank. Speak of the devil, Kaspersky's in with all 3.
Tell me how there's 3 guys waiting for him, all lined up, and they all die. 3 guys watching the window flank, and they all die. Like he was playing aimbots right there.
Just came at it, had him frazzled. So there we go. First one pops to the board for the Ninjas in Pajamas. You can see that flash not hit anybody. So Snow's just walking wide into 2 sets of eyes. We get a gun swap there in the middle for Davideus. That'll cost him.
Yeah, bit unlucky. Taking out a timeout after you lose 1 round, always key. You don't want to just accidentally lose 2, then 3, then 4, then 5.
I think especially where like getting the ball rolling has been a struggle for paiN in the last month since Austin. Go ahead, burn 1. Great start to the day for Snow as well. Desk kind of put him under the microscope.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he was getting better for a while.
Fast one again, huh? Gonna try to barrel into the Opper. Flashes just saved that Opper. My God. Snow again back to the kill feed. This time he doesn't go to them, they come to him. And he lays down lead. BigUzera right ahead of it. I mean, that overstacked B bomb site in response, The timeout's perfect.
I need to know what whose flashes. They threw their molly too deep and were aiming to op in front of it, so they were not ready for that rush at all. But the flash, I guess, was to assist the peak, and it got everybody.
I want to say
but that helped out the CTs.
Yeah, it's Snow's coming in from left. Yep, Snow from long through that one, top of ramp. Because there's no assists in the kill feed either.
Yeah.
The kid can do it all. 12 frags for him, 12 for NQZ. Both were present on that bomb site a round ago. Big Uzera gets peeled off early this time. Again, it is going to be the Ninjas trying to get themselves on this B site, looking to pop the smoke, pre-firing this position. Snow's fine with that. You want it?
Wow.
Come get it! Another multi-frag from the young gun, supported by Davideus behind it, and paiN are tapping right back in to that win streak.
He's putting up one of his best halves of the year here, 15-4. They asked for that fight. They needed to open the smoke. They ran through with 3 guys, but they got stuck up in it. A lot of these rounds have been possible. But these holds are just too perfect. Will be a quiet finish to the round here for Wrinkle.
Actually, you should have thrown your smoke deeper so you could keep eyes on the bomb.
Oh, man, they knew exactly where he was going to be. They needed to hit that first shot. They couldn't do it.
Snappy not tucked into the corner. Didn't expect that burst of M4 bullets to come through at him.
That's a big risk, and it's just, you know, just comes down to who comes out first if they win their fight or not.
Got hit by a truck.
You jerks did not deliver there.
Counter-terrorists win.
Sniping from the grassy knoll.
NiP are telling themselves, man, if this was land, bro, we would be. We got that cologne hangover.
Well, it kind of feels like an Astralis situation where they just absolutely beat up on Rare Adam because they had to prove that Cologne was the off day.
Yeah.
paiN trying to do the same thing. I had much more faith in the Ninjas than I did Rare Adam, so I do find this shocking. But we'll see if maybe a 3-round T side can be pieced together now that they've got man advantage at the start of this one. Davideus taking a chance with the smoke spam. Tidbits of damage done, but no equalizing kill just yet. A main fight queued up. It's going to be Shush versus DGT. Well, that bomb was leaning towards the B site. Now it's actually doubling back. Oh, this is going to be an important round from DGT, and we haven't really had to say his name because all the rounds have gone to B. Sliding down beneath that spotlight. Shush, though, throws caution to the wind. Didn't anticipate Davideus on big box. And still the T's weren't really ready to go. But Shush was convinced he had really created more space for free. Instead, met by smoke, but there is still a bit of hesitation here from the remnants of paiN as well. NQZ starting to carve a path through cave. We hit 40 seconds. Donut belongs to the Ninjas. And paiN have peeled entirely off this bomb site, opting for temple control instead. Now mollied out of that. Davideus could go look at the angle, but it's an op on the other end of it, so not really the best duel unless he really swings. Feels to me like Snow's ready to get going, but Hand's no longer busy on that bomb. He's going to go for the incendiary, and as he pulls it, Kaspersky hits him at the perfect moment, and Wrinkle's not going to drop that shot. So Shush's opening is not for nothing. This is the Ninjas with a second round.
Gotta love all of Kaspersky's decision-making, and the way that they set up the exec was excellent as well. And the second molly into the temple push is perfect, so protocols look good. It's a hard-fought round. They get a second. 3 max means that this is a disappointing half no matter how you spin it, but at least if you get your wins, they're near the tail end. I won't say NiP are hopeless just because paiN, there was a lot of rounds that they really rested on one really important trade and paiN found it. But, I mean, how close paiN are to the finish line is hard to ignore.
Ooh, almost could have been a lineup. Off give cover. Wrinkle's got the double kill going, so mid control tested and bested this time to the favor of NiP. Uh-oh. Cat U-Jerks had an awkward time. Three-round T-side certainly possible. Snow's looking to get going. Big Uzera, though, no more flashbangs for him. One piece of util left is Snow. Will he put it down on ramp as an execute comes out? He throws it a little ahead of time.
paiN are searching for lurkers, but there isn't really anyone to find. It'll eventually just be a staggered exec here on the B site with everybody. Snow to back up, but this will have to be a retake. Oh, another great kill through the smoke.
They hear that jump into the back of sight, but Pillar is impenetrable.
Whoa.
Snappy just got blasted away.
Being good at that is a skill, I'll say.
Suddenly, we've got a man advantage situation. This was 4v3 with the post plant going. Ooh, missed op shot's gonna cost Wrinkle after he opened this with the double, so we go back to a shush clutch, and not this time either. Snow right there to trade it. Again, it's paiN just staying on top of it, and you know why they're laughing, collecting half of those kills in the retake by way of smoke spam. paiN pick it up, double digits on this defense. Dominated by Snow. That's the tale of this one. 17-5 on that first half. Obliterated the attack over on that B side of the map. And when it came to A attacks, well, we only really saw it once, maybe twice. NiP were very constant in their assaults, and
it's
well,
very snappy.
Snow was constant in stopping it.
Yes, he was. Look at his kill count here. He actually farmed that half. So many smoke spams, so many spray transfers, mow downs, whatever you want to have seen with the M4, he put it on display. That was the half that the desk was looking for.
So I expect something positive, Vu and Maui Snake. Or else. Kaspersky, dual Berettas, ready to go. Doesn't commit. Big Uzera's probably feeling like he just dodged a bullet. Just dodged about 30, actually. He'll look to link up with the mid play instead. Bomb is already in A main, so we know where this one's anticipated to end. Snow, though, kind of working on his own out middle as Big Uzera decides to make sure nobody flanks out through that cave. And now Big Uzera is just very far removed from the full-blown commitment out A main. 3 players charge out, get to the cover of the boxes. Don't find kills with it, though. Now they're being laid out on the floor of this A site. Shush turns back.
Oh, clean.
Very nicely done. Triple kill here for Shush off the USP is going to give the Ninjas in Pajamas something to work with. At least here on Ancient, the second half will start well.
Yeah, I think that'll be, that's actually a pretty promising sign. I mean, at least getting to see their CT side would be something. This could have definitely been a wash, but I don't think paiN will be too uncomfortable regardless. NQZ, 16 health, looking for any little bit that he can get. Almost gave up on that angle before he saw Snappy. Great round out of Shush.
Got a heads up 1v1 towards middle to kick it off. And then Wrinkle kind of alleviated a bit of pressure too, but nice crisp shots. Crisp, clean locks.
Nice round, guys.
Bro, they play
Good
so
shit.
fucking weird. Like,
Yeah,
why
as
is the
long
Xbox?
as they've been a bit lucky. As long as we slow it.
It's just luck, guys.
Well, you got to tell yourself that for sure. I'll say timings were important, but that's also something paiN are good at. So
Yeah.
if they make the comeback, you know, those words will have a lot more oomph. Let's see if they can beat the odds, beat the luck.
I'd like to know, I think it was Snappy when he said like, oh, they play weird. I'd like to know what he meant by that. Like, what about this has been weird in his mind? Maybe if they get him for an interview, winners or losers. What was weird about that? I think Snow just whooped you. Not this round.
Yeah, I mean, paiN do play weird. So, like, they're kind of like Bad News Eagles. You know, they don't really play like average tier 1 teams or whatever. Not that NiP meet them all the time.
Yeah.
That's not what I would call tier 1. But they are a very personality-driven team, I'll say that.
I wouldn't want to have to play against paiN either. Difficult team to pin down. Except for the days that they seem to implode. You know, sometimes paiN just feel like they beat themselves. Didn't think we would see that today with the way the first half went down, but we'll see as the pressure goes on, the inability to close, etc. If that actually happens, because it's pistol conversion to double the rounds for Ninjas, and the first rifles of paiN come out now with a pretty stark advantage. It's still 3 FAMAS and an MP9 out here for NiP. AK's basically across the board for paiN.
The split's going to come in real strong versus Kaspersky's FAMAS, but he's doubled up with Shush. And actually, Wrinkle coming back to mid might be the move.
They're going to wide swing into elbow. Snappy and Shush getting the better of all that. Snappy.
I really love that.
Nice kill from Cave into elbow with an MP9. Just trying to add himself to the 2 guns out middle, but the trade-off is A was understaffed, and now it's going to belong to DGT. Low health as well for the rotate. Shadow advantage is what Snappy just shot at. He sees the shadow on the wall, jumps the gun. Trades go back and forth towards middle, and this round's back in paiN's control for only a moment. Udrix is going to try to get onto scene as fast as he can, or is he? He has the option to walk CT, but that's going to give more space and more time for the bomb plant to get off site post-plant.
Looks like he's gonna, I don't know, maybe walk this temple. I'm not sure how he wants to approach this, but still early on into the bomb. Kit, no nades.
Udrix at least arrives silently.
They're getting far away from this.
CT control could be the death sentence of Udrix. DGT working his way up that alley and very deep on this position from NQZ. Knows he's probably not going to come clear you and ready to swing for it. What a great way to just avoid the threat and close out the first gun round from, if I'm not mistaken, a 3v4.
Yeah, I don't even know if they knew where he was coming in from, right? 'Cause he didn't get a kill. Did he get a trade and then made that rotation? I'm not sure. NQZ got the last laugh, got out through the smoke, I think. That was great. The NiP attack in mid looked very strong, so to be able to counter that and win back against it, it's just as impressive. I think that split came in and Kaspersky was there inside a donut by himself, and they were just holding back on A passively. They would have lost anyway, so a good effort. But you brought it up. They had really good guns that round.
Yeah.
Better than NiP's. Now it's about to get really weird.
Snow's only had one frag so far in the first 3 rounds of play.
Top util damage and ADR for Snow this game.
Keep it going. Out mid again. Okay. Like a gargoyle. Kaspersky's just sitting up on that ledge, doesn't react. Luckily, Shush is going to do the heavy lifting. Snappy finds Big Uzera through the smoke. And yet again, it's a clear advantage out of the gate for the Ninjas in Pajamas. Didn't win them the round 1 round prior.
I think that's the little bit of luck that they were hoping to have in the first half. Yeah, that was kind of funny, just not moving.
So it's like he kind of accepted death.
Yeah.
Take me.
And Snow was like, I can't control the spray for a guy who's not moving.
I could just... Also, I mean, great distraction to set up Shush, but don't let it slide. Udrix steps in. Davideus wasn't ready for a second. NQZ with a chance to surpass Snow's kill count if he pulls this one out of the hat. And with a 1v1 queued up on B site, plenty of time to. Doesn't look to me like Ninjas are going to make a move.
NQZ is awesome in late round situations. It definitely makes some highlights happen. And a little damage there, no headshot.
Yeah, does he go for the kill or the plant? Because you know the rotate's coming now, so you got to make a move on this, I think. Flash comes over, Udrix takes an initiative, and majority alive for the Ninjas is exactly what they're hoping for. Scoop up some of those AKs that the T's used against you a round ago. Try to get this CT side back online.
Yeah, because if they don't, it's over. They can't afford any more weirdness here. It's 4-11. He might have got caught on that lip.
I think he took one step to the left and thought he had fallen off the ledge.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
That's my thought.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's like, hey, I'm safe. Shit, I'm dead.
6-round comeback or 2 rounds to lose. I mean, it just really depends on your perspective. Both are very achievable.
Should be a given with 4 Glocks out here on the field. Taken in the foliage. What's this lineup?
What's the difference of foliage and fauna again?
Fauna is animals, flora is plants, and foliage is tree cover.
Ooh,
Like grassy, leafy green.
Oh, that would have been a good round of stats right there.
Ooh, don't let the Glock get you, Kaspersky. That's better. Give them a taste of their own medicine, a pistol that goes both ways. Still an MP9 now for NQZ, and Davideus never got the rifle really going. See a move from the Ninjas back towards Red Room. NQZ stomping about.
A little uncomfortable with the op out in that position. Not going to be held perfectly. Wrinkle doesn't get his shot in, and
There we go. Okay.
They don't. It's like they're not like solid enough where they're definitely going to make this happen. They do leave a lot of gaps. Wrinkle's missing 1 or 2 shots here and there. Like they need to get better if they're going to make this possible. They can't just chalk this up to weirdness. That's for sure.
It's like, if anything, I think you're looking a little weird too, NiP.
Yeah, you guys are the weirdos.
We'll see as the game goes on. 5 rounds the gap now. 11-6 paiN lead. Had to wait a second to get back to the guns. Now David Deus is the exception again, but it's because he's unequipped. Not ideal. Smoke in the sky. Snow is going to punish. Comes swinging out through elbow. Rebuttal is quick. Evened out instantly. Good on the Ninjas to put a quick stop to that mid play because it was looking all paiN for a moment. Snappy's going to get into the action, takes an initiative down the ramp, gives his life away, trying to gain info. And so his 2 other teammates will have to pick up his slack.
This next move is everything.
DGT, if he wraps around the back, he's done.
Uh-oh. Oh, he didn't see it. Okay.
There we go.
All right. That actually, well, keeps this whole game alive, to be honest. 2v2. And paiN could be going to the right side. U-Jerks is the first line of defense. Wrinkle's coming in slowly. Minute left. But they're not wasting time.
That's both players confirmed. Frag for the bomb planter. Soften him up. Prime him. Oh, but gun out, man. At least a pistol. If not just the gun. I mean, you would have known the smoke just came from inside cave.
Yeah.
Now U-Jerks on the retake. He could still make up for this. Puts a smoke down in front of him, still concerned about cave, but that wraparound from Big Uzera, he's now up there on the ramp. Damage both ways, and it's paiN to take 12 off that.
Yeah, why take the fight like that when you could just go get vision or walk? And then, yeah, Wrinkle, instead of...
That's a glaring mistake.
Keep your gun out, yeah, for sure. Walking with your knife out is like
here of all places too.
I mean, walking because you got to switch back too. Walking with your knife out for the extra 5 units of speed is like no scoping when you could just quick scope.
Right.
You really don't. You're not gaining anything by trying it.
If he gets caught like climbing on middle box, I'm like, you don't expect a cave peek or something, but you're already in the first cave room, brother. I'm sure he's beating himself up about it, so we'll let it go. But tough pill to swallow at a 6-round deficit. Luckily for them, Ninjas in pajamas again in these opening fights, which have been coming quickly at the start of every round. Sometimes to their ability to close, sometimes for paiN to just take back. We'll see how this one goes 3v5.
Feel bad for doubting paiN, you know, based on recent games when you see this. They're just so hard to sort of predict where their form's going to be at sometimes, but this is what you want to see from them. They're punishing all the mistakes. Oh, they played so well in Austin because that's where you keep it weird.
Oh, that makes total sense. You figured it out. Yeah. That is what they say in Austin. Keep Austin weird. Caught by the timing. Spurs. Oh, never mind.
He didn't finish off the clear, actually.
I mean, yeah, I saw the barrels coming. He was ready, but he didn't think Snow would just blast him away like that. Jumping beyond the FAMAS, not going to work out. Shush, been pretty damn consistent in these ones. So he's able to catch 2 towards Donut, and that's the 7th round for NiP secured.
It's bumpy in both halves. I mean, it was... we were looking to spawn it in half number 1, but in this one already, we see moments where paiN can either win or bring it close already. So, again, work's cut out for NiP. At least they've earned themselves a quick eco out of paiN. And another way paiN are like FaZe, they love close games too. They don't like just winning cleanly. They actually don't do that very often.
should be easy pickings, and it is. Woohoo! Ace for Shush inside of an A site. Gonna continue his tear to the top of the scoreboard for the Ninjas in Pajamas.
I mean, that's, yeah. If him being at the top with his eco ace padding, his stats are going to be stellar here. Most importantly, cut the money off. No bomb plant on the A site this round.
Just tied Snow's kill count with that ace.
Most concerning part here for NiP is all their looks in mid are getting countered by paiN.
Yeah, it feels like if paiN don't lose 2 players in the first 15 seconds of a round, that's where they're going to close this match.
Yeah.
Because they've been pretty hard-headed about letting those fights happen early, thinking they could just win them all, but it's been NiP with the majority of them so far since we switched sides.
That's the NiP T side that was very one-dimensional. paiN have actually brought a lot of variety to their mid plays.
I'd say the only variety that was lacking was just timing that first duel. And this time they do change it up by sitting outside the doors until a minute 15. It is that first showing of a slower engagement gonna be what closes this map. Snappy nade in hand, sees a sliver. They're gonna jump on that. And the smoke's not gonna stop him. It's not gonna keep him alive. We've got pressure here for Ujurks. He's also now smoked out of it. Grenades coming at him. Bullets don't connect, not quite like all of the sprays from paiN. Second volley of damage goes out, but it's him who actually takes more in return. And finally, NQZ is gonna move that bomb up as they go for a boost on long side, just trying to catch players off. Snow finds Shush. Ujurks one and done. And so 2v4 is what's needed here from NiP. Map 1, their map on the line. They've got the angles from smoke from short ahead of them, but Kaspersky just gets dropped in an instant, and Wrinkle's op's been found out. So 3 players left to push this one over the line. paiN made sure that they didn't lose opening duels at the start of this round, and with that, it is an instant close by the looks of it. Wrinkle gives this a chance. Jiggles into Cave and gets put down by DGT. That star-studded performance from Snow in the first half isn't going to waste. Not today. Stealing away the Ninjas map pick, despite Ninjas being odds favorites.
Yeah, flying start from paiN in the first half leaves them with a lot of wiggle room going in.
Fortunately, when we looked at that Ninja CT side, it just felt like some of the mechanics were letting them down. You know, Kaspersky was going for duels inside of middle, gave us a moment here or there, but like I could identify a few Ujurks moments where the spray wasn't as clean as it had to be. Just felt like mechanically, the Ninjas weren't able to lean on what I've seen from them lately. I don't doubt that it's in them. Absolutely not the case. I thought they were favorites for this game. I thought they were sharper than ever. But that last map, I think, just kind of betrayed their own mechanics a little.
Yeah, I think odds are always based off of recent form. So if you took the scope of the last 3 months, then paiN would be the favorites. But I think recent form being the driver of the odds always makes sense. I think that's actually the most important factor in CS. Like, how good have you been? How good were you yesterday, the day before? What's your trend right now?
How about today?
But yeah, that we can't forget that scrolling back a short amount of time, okay, fair enough. paiN can destroy a team like NiP. But they also can lose their map pick. That's actually one of their favorite things to do.
Classic.
So, yeah, let's see if that happens here on Dust 2.
Yeah, I don't know if it's their favorite thing to do, but it's definitely something they do often.
I thought it was like a cultural thing.
Oh, they're just into that kind of stuff, huh?
I think Snappy just took a stab in the smoke.
Opening kill the way of paiN. Snow just hitting him with it. Gonna tap right back into the momentum he had on Ancient. Now he's got Berettas. It could damn well be Snow's day.
It's a snow day.
Oh, does everybody know what that is? Well, we're Canadians. That's definitely...
Oh, right. Snow days are some of the best days of the year.
Yes, sir.
So they're days where you don't have to go to school.
Yep.
And don't have to go to work.
It's when there's too much snow on the road for a country that is very prepared for snow removal. I'm not talking about when, like, the UK gets an inch and people start crashing cars.
Yeah, well, like, but technically, they like those countries that aren't prepared also get more snow days.
True, right, yeah.
But yeah, sometimes we'll get a few feet.
Right, that's the thing, is our snow days meant you got to go play in the snow as a kid.
Right.
Because there's so much snow.
Yeah.
Build snow forts.
Play in the snow, yes.
Snowmen.
Not Q Counter-Strike.
No. Like Sweet. Well, actually, Sweets get snow. got snow?
They probably are also playing CS on those snow days.
Nowadays, it's paiN with snow. Blowing open this B-bomb site. Nice double kill. Yeah. That's how it's going to have to feel kicking off another map.
How old was Snow when he first saw snow?
Oh, when he first came and played in Serbia, I think he was like 15.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right? When we were... Ooh!
Oh, that was filthy. Just the... Wow. And the crouch to the unpeak. I would love to see if that was an adjustment or it was just dead on. Beautiful shot out of NQZ. He definitely got his credit on the desk.
Keep trying, Shush. One more magazine through that door. Maybe something lands.
The ammo's free.
Am I crazy for thinking that when he was playing in the Academy League, they were boot camping in Sweden? Hold on. Snappy's 5'7's got something to say about it this round. Iwi tries to run, gets ejector seat through the doorway, and then another kill comes out to the favor of NiP. So there's definitely something to stand on this round at 55 seconds.
Kind of weird. Like, they could just keep it going as a split. Oh, the adjustment
over
here. Shush goes to just see what's going on because it feels like the A split would still happen. But he's also the only anchor.
Unfortunately,
Mid B is smoked. CTs are both behind it.
he had that scout. We hear him shoot one bullet, and Snow.
Dude, he's just awesome today.
Yes, sir. He snaps
really
over to it.
It's a snow day.
Bomb has been planted.
The worst part is when you have to wear the snowsuit to go out. As a kid, I used to look like a fire hydrant. I couldn't put my arms down.
Thomas looking to get saved. Doesn't feel like that long challenge is coming, so you can keep it.
Man, this would be so disappointing for NiP if they just losing this game, considering the draw.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Considering the draw.
Their pick.
Their pick.
Their pick, folks.
Great pick. And it's also single a limb. And it's a big match that's online. It's sort of exactly what they've been gearing up for.
It's like Passion UA yesterday, forced to pick Spirit.
Yeah.
And that was like the best choice they could have made. Like, if I was them, I would have done it too. They take a map. They're looking at NiP like, are you kidding?
If I was you guys.
Here we go. Gun on the field in Ujurk's hands, and he's going to sign it up where the attack comes at them first. So well placed to kick this one off, but we'll see if that just serves as fuel to move elsewhere. Davideus down to bottom middle versus a pistol. No trade potential. Kaspersky, 5'7", duels, good. And now he's going to lean forward, grabs the rifle. It's all about that tunnel pop. If they can get past Shush. Oh, now Shush is going to get supported by the AK. They've got to clear all the corners, and knowing that that AK-47 is coming over through that doorway soon enough, they're at least able to predict this, but the AK out through window tries to hold them back slightly. Popped open is the smoke, no contact through it. But a third rifle picked up thanks to the efforts of Kaspersky, who's looking through that top of the gap of the door. Can't find anything else.
That smoke's gonna land right on them. They're pushing in.
Yeah, they're gonna go through off the flash, and it works. Well. One FAMAS pushes the play into the close mid-door hold. And that 5'7", Kaspersky making the most of it, upgrading into the AK, peeling the second player off mid. Ninjas in pajamas rob a round away here in the third.
Lots of great moments from the players of Ninjas, especially Kaspersky. He's the only one who I'd say, like, didn't really miss a shot, made lots of good plays, did look as solid as you need to be to impress on this stage. And, well, maybe Dust 2 will be a better map for the team overall. But as for paiN at the moment, no save necessary, and QZ still got an op. He takes the late... Oh, no! Wrinkle!
No.
Headshots, Kaspersky trying to push mid. A team kill.
Man.
It had to be a headshot.
And it landed on NQZ.
And it collided NQZ.
Yep. NQZ is covered in Kaspersky guts,
This is,
but survives it.
it's not even, it's no one's fault. This is a blameless crime, I think.
It's definitely not
He
victimless.
hit who he was supposed to. Kaspersky would have had no control over running in front of him at that moment, I guess, and because that was just to call it a spawn. I'm pushing mid. He was just supposed to cover it.
Well, he covered it all right.
That's incredible.
Huh. Now, it's all going to be okay, assuming Ninjas can win the round. You've got a health advantage over NQZ.
You know what their paiN are saying about them right now?
What?
They play weird.
Matrix gets as close as he can. Difference was last round, you know, DGT kind of walked through that door alone. This time, nobody's going to take a look at it. NQZ just holding for the potential tunnel push. Not the case. Shush still in that B site. So Wrinkle's going to get a chance to recover from that opening team kill, and will do so with a quick kill to Big Uzera. 15 seconds on this clock means A has to be the target. Davideus is going to compromise the Opper. He feels that squeeze, so he goes into the swing. Snow stops him. Bomb is being planted here for the cat side, and the coverage from NQZ, who would have died to a single bullet from that rifle. Ujirks can't get the kill, and this is going to be paiN capitalizing on a 4v5 made way by Wrinkle.
This is a blameless round. No one's fault. Just move forward.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate considering what this means now for the map. And it was paiN who narrowly avoided saving into this round after losing the last. But, like, who could you blame? Who could you blame? The only thing that could have changed is... The only thing I could blame... Okay, there's something that could have changed. It could have been Wrinkle picking high instead of low. And then maybe he doesn't actually hit Kaspersky. Stylistic choice.
Let's see.
Just look at the timing. I mean, it's crazy. How? How can you blame anyone? That's insane.
Kaspersky's melon
had
also
to be
looks
a
like it's
headshot.
past the door already, too. He, like, hit him in the back of the ear.
Yeah.
Kaspersky just should have turned his head.
Yeah, if you look down.
Yeah, just, you know, look the other way.
Yeah, what a noob.
Timeout called. And I
So
peek in
does
a burn
that
one.
mean that no, that wouldn't have happened? Well, is it possible? It's possible that NQZ got collatted in the melon
In the melon.
because it's so far away that maybe with the collat and the damage fall off, he got domed for 86 damage. It's possible.
Because a headshot, no matter what, even if it's through
447
somebody.
damage,
Yeah.
but through somebody from miles away.
Probably still like 200, no?
Yeah, probably. But what if it's 86? A deagle from that distance doesn't even kill you with the headshot, so...
Correct.
Actually, from that distance.
Yeah, it's
a little bit
the
more.
real long duel. Yeah. And mid isn't
Because
long as long.
I only say that because when we looked at it from that POV, it looked like it was actually only his head showing.
I didn't think Kaspersky got hit by the bullet either.
Maybe it went through the box into the head as well.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
We can blame something.
Yeah.
Online play.
Sure. Yeah, that's fair.
Plan? No team kill.
No team kill.
But Kaspersky's soul was one frame behind his body.
True. Very
That's
true.
what online CS is. It disconnects the soul from the body.
That's true. I thought we were in the sub-tick, but whatever.
That too.
Oh yeah, that doesn't help. That hurts.
Big Uzera out here. This pool of smoke grenades going down on middle's got to raise questions on both sides. Snappy to tuck back into the same door where he's gotten a 5-7 kill in the past, waiting for this mid challenge. Ooh, Kaspersky steps into it. It's amazing what he can do with his head attached to his shoulders. Moves back into the B side as well here to try to bolster Shush. This walkout from paiN is going to be met with some real resistance. Best performing NiP player of map 1, and the player we look to step it up. Kaspersky goes down, though. NQZ and Snow reopen this bomb site despite taking a bunch of damage. There's a world where the CTs keep the pressure up. Snappy could send that flash over before paiN anticipated. We hit 20 seconds. He's burnt the util, and NiP didn't pounce.
This plant, let's see if it can come. The flash, depending on who it hits. No, they're going to push through.
Yeah, they dive down. Ah, he doesn't plant the bomb, and now NQZ is doomed. Ujerks comes flying through the windowsill, catches them off. No extra money and no extra kills. It's majority alive NiP.
That flash could have changed things. If it hit one person properly, they might not have been able to push through the window on that timing, and it's a new round, but okay. Glad to see this for NiP to get this kill from Wrinkle. The rest is easy.
Smoke for Big Uzera, that's it. No, excuse me. P250 DGT.
Sounded like you were punching in some digits right there.
That's actually my social insurance number.
Really? That's my postal code.
People frantically Googling the Toronto area codes now. You ever had a stalker?
Yeah.
Okay. No, sir. No entry allowed here. You'd think, but that P250 was worth it. A single kill at least. Tied game. Ninjas in pajamas going to answer as quick as they can. We're tied at 3 here, folks.
They've got to be able to tell themselves. I mean, even when they were losing badly back on Ancient, they were kind of telling themselves like, yeah, we're still gonna figure this out. Like, they didn't really seem tilted. They seemed okay, frustrated. I don't know where the line is between frustrated and tilted, but
Sure.
they still seemed in it. Like, we're thinking about next round. So love to get a check in again, see where their head's at. That's a quality grenade here. I mean, they're fully locked on long. There's not going to be a split coming in. I mean, I like the CT position.
And look at it, just force their way in off catwalk.
Yeah, this nade's going to be amazing.
It's all guns a-blazing on the attack. 5 players strong for paiN. Trying to get up catwalk. They drop down, spotted by the Opper. Wrinkle doesn't get the shot off. Ujerks could make up for everything. 2 kills already. Shush slides out. He's been rock solid for the Ninjas, and he will do so again. DGT called back to the site late with no bomb possession, and so no long control, no party.
I don't think the due diligence was here for the cat split to really sell things. Like, look at Snappy. He's been locked in this position on long the whole time. So his 2 teammates on site knew they could play the defense however they wanted. They opened up Goose with this spot. They allowed for the Opera to take his peeks in Wrinkle, and even though he didn't get his kills, he allowed Ujerks to multi. So a bit too simple here for paiN.
You said due diligence?
Yeah,
Isn't that an Australian instrument?
I think that's a didgeridoo,
Oh, right.
which I don't really know what that is, but I'm pretty sure.
Well, if you had done your due diligence. Regretting not having that fully smoked off with the angle for the mid guy. We just realized now with the Ujerks replay how easy that is. I was mistaken. I thought it was actually the long guy coming to support, but no challenge through mid doors. He turns, 2 backs turn to him. Put that round to rest. And now, your reward, sir. Pistols for paiN, barring DGT. Dude.
Could have been $100. Oh, there we go. Second chance to play.
Nice wall bangs from DGT. Snow's deagle shot from the top of middle, in between the eyes of Kaspersky. It's going to make him nervous for a second because Big Uzera's just picked up that AK, so it's still out there on the field. Can't control it. One smoke if they want to try to get up Cat.
Yeah, NiP are actually a little stressed here because Wrinkle's low. So and Snappy is in a spot where it's a great spot, but you can't just cross back, right? Because if you cross back, you expose yourself potentially to critical information. So, you know, that means that U-Jerks is really locked into a fight if they are going to go up Cat. But they got to be doing something.
Well, NQZ had bomb and a Glock.
They're not going to go
long.
long with no. They don't have smokes left.
Nope. No, they do not. They are really hoping.
They're not going to go long.
Yep. Yes, they are. They're going to try.
You're not going to go long.
Yes, you are.
Are you serious?
No problemo, they say. And of course, why would everybody be long? A U-Jerk's going to walk back. He gets caught by that NQZ AK that just got picked up. They're still considering catwalk. Now everybody facing on the cross. You don't need a smoke if you just take the fights as 3. Unbelievable that Snappy gets owned that hard by NQZ's Glock, but by God, they have opened up this round.
He didn't even shoot. Did he get one bullet out of his gun?
I don't think so. And if he did, it didn't hit.
They just took long.
And Wrinkle
after
was
using
tagged.
their smokes on a mid to be fake that no one moved on.
That Wrinkle was literally looking through the 2 smokes the entire time.
Still worked.
How do you pull that round out of the hat?
I don't know if that's the most NiP round ever or the most paiN round ever.
Yeah, fair. It's a fusion cuisine tonight.
Yeah.
A little bit of both.
That's unreal. A Glock.
I mean,
They sent the Glock out first. It wasn't even a jumping out backwards, bait me, I got the better gun. It's Glock entry, and it wins.
and from his perspective, I mean, how many players does Snappy actually get to see when this happens? Just NQZ, right? Just NQZ with bomb, and that's why they stay so focused on catwalk, because surely there's no way everybody goes long.
That's actually crazy.
Oof.
1 bullet. Snappy shot. That had it all.
For better or for worse. And again, it's going to be this Snow NQZ performance trying to keep paiN.
Like, could that happen to Vitality? Like, could that happen to Zywoo?
I don't think Zywoo would have been holding the angle like that.
Well, he wouldn't be playing long, but could it have happened his way? Yeah, based on yesterday, yeah.
Maybe, sure. But
Props? No.
just got util coming at him. They burned him out of the Humvee corner last time.
Oh, Mr.
Plays
Pauly.
one corner closer.
Mr. Smoke. Ew. They just missed both nades so badly there on B. I think they just put Stush inside the smoke. What can he see?
He still has vision. B players lean against the tunnel exit. But paiN are rerouting this one. Shush sees this as an invite to go clear it all out. Thing is, looks like B's still the intended target. It's just not with tunnels. DGT's looking to pick up tunnels late. Shush hears him coming.
Nice.
Now you know tunnels has been pushed. Should still anticipate somebody else on B, but you're gonna have to run this up that ramp. Hope you don't get hit from behind. Kaspersky from behind Carr. Only the one. Still solid. Keeps this 4 versus 2. And of course, Shush is freed up to come back towards site. Being held though. He tries to make his play, jiggles it, and NQZ hits the headshot.
He wanted to fight early, and now it's just a raw 2v3. There's actually a chance that they can pull this out.
Couple flashbangs for Wrinkle to try to get them into the site. He starts chucking those over, finds its target. Davideus blind, nobody pounced.
There was no other flash, though. That was the only one.
Now Davideus trying to spam him through the wall. Snappy's play from tunnels gets shut down, and NQZ is so locked into this window corner that he's just gonna bring them to him.
Oh, God.
And so he picks it all up. 2 versus 4 in the B site.
Oh, man. That was not good. Not good for NiP, the way that looked. I mean, if there was a second flash...
There was, which is weird. He had a molly and 2 flashes in CT.
Oh, okay.
But I only saw the 1 pop.
I see. because they got him blind, but they didn't push off that one. And then it's also Shush who wanted to take an early engagement. 4v2 is pretty much a done round. A 3v2, you know, it's 3v2 with B-site control. It's not that easy to win the round if you're the CT side. So, you know, it's not often you see Shush take a risk that he maybe shouldn't have. Maybe he believed his team were going to win that round, but obviously we saw what happened.
Any chance we have the cinematic
We got
of
the
both flashbangs?
Kaspersky op headshot from Wrinkle. We have this last round where Snappy gets glocked, and now we have this round where they lose a 4v2 retake on the B site. This is the NiP I remember, unfortunately.
And the NiP that we thought was of the past. They were moving in the right direction coming into this game tonight. Back to the action we go. Double nades on NQZ, only for 42 damage. Certainly could have been worse, but he's got to give up the angle.
You know what, I take it back. I think anyone would have died to that Glock. I
Oh, yeah?
keep replaying it in my head. I'm like, what are you supposed to do? Like,
Still thinking about it,
it's
huh?
literally perfect.
Poor guy. Couldn't have felt good. No, NQZ actually finished that first map only 3 kills behind Snow, who slowed down from the first to the second half, unlike their opper. Now here's NQZ again. Great game.
And I'd say he's the most improved player on the team
Okay.
over the last year.
Certainly has the ability to take over servers. We saw that in Austin. Drop down into CT goes well. Big Uzera looking to join up with everybody. And this is just going to be a Shush hold inside sight. Tries to find timing on the peak. That tunnel squeeze is coming. Top mid control here for NiP, but there's no help. And already NQZ's turning around to watch that flank. So,
Tagged.
do what you got to do. Snappy survives it. Picks up the op, and they'll try to save 2 ops on this one. But it is paiN taking a 6th on this T side at the very least.
This one's a much more normal round, just a very clean split into the B site, and one where NiP don't really have a chance to hold it. So, the back of my mind, I was like, this is the kind of game where NiP or where paiN lose their map pick, because map 1 they had some really good stuff happening, but you know, maybe NiP had more regrets than anything else. But on this, you're kind of seeing a little bit of that sloppiness. And you're just not seeing it from paiN, man. paiN are just, they're playing against more good teams more regularly and bigger matches, and they're learning from it. They're also not making roster moves every 6 months, so it just looked pretty damn solid.
Just looks much more well-oiled than what we got at the start of the season. They started their season earlier with the Fissure event going into Cologne. Big Uzera had an exit interview after Fissure and said, like, well, we just need to be a little more professional. He said the mentality was great. Emotionally, we're in a great place. We, you know, took an extra bit of time off for the break, as in, like, didn't really practice.
Yeah.
But what they lacked was that professionalism, and what he meant was just practice moving into Fissure.
Right.
Now, they had hoped that between Fissure and Cologne, they could get it back to where it was in Austin. I'm sure now that's that regret in the back of their head, because you kind of sandbagged the biggest event of the season, barring the major.
Yeah. Yeah. Only one chance at that tournament this year.
You know, maybe you hope Fissure goes a little bit better and you can just rely on what was going down in June. That would have given you more runway, more officials, but they bombed out of it. And Cologne really was no better. Here we go towards this A site. Remember, double ops out there on the field for NiP with that save last round. At a minute, flashes start to pop. Snappy's MP9 just telling him where he is. And the MAC-10 gets down towards long. It's not pretty, but he gets there. Unfortunately, for paiN, it is Kaspersky with the multi-frag in the meantime.
Don't
And
blow this one, NiP.
quick redirection.
Yeah, it's one player over here on B. They're trying to cut off rotations. They've probably alarmed the CTs quite a bit. There's 3 players leaned heavily, and Wrinkle's just thinking, man, are they splitting on me? Man, is someone going to come help me?
Dude, that Molotov just spread so far on this side of the door,
Yeah,
but it popped on the CT's end.
that's
Huh?
value. Okay.
Jerk's easy long hold. 4 bullets left, and that's what's going to cost him the long control.
Wait. Okay.
That was weird. Somehow NQZ gets between 2. Luckily, it doesn't cost them, and NiP hope to close this gap slightly towards the end of this half. 75 health for the 1v3 attempt. But DGT's been having a struggle on Dust 2. Him, Davideus, and Big Uzera not really contributing to the 6 rounds paiN of 1.
He's hanging out here.
Doesn't have time to win this, and they're going to take him down before the clock even expires. That's a 5th for NiP.
Yeah. No, we'll make something good out of this. I mean, good scramble towards the A site. There was a chance there that definitely B-Split could have come in. Would have been very hard for Wrinkle to hold back all those players. I thought the rotations were quite slow, but it looks like NiP had the right read that paiN would just reorganize towards the same site. So good for them. And I guess as long as they didn't have a mid-B smoke, there was no way to block Snappy's vision off, so Wrinkle could just hold the tunnel the entire time. Timeout being used for the last round of this first half of Dust 2. And it is close as it gets.
Still thinking about that 2v5 in round 9.
Yeah. The 2v5?
That was 2v5 on B side.
Oh my goodness.
Oh. 2v4 post plant,
Oh yeah.
but 2v5 in total. Wrinkle right back at it. So NiP looking to finish this on a strong foot. Already got tunnels control. At least they're getting active. A players should be well prepared that something's coming their way, and sure enough, good angle over top of the smoke. So 2 op kills for Wrinkle. Gonna be feeling good about the way this half is at least ending. T-side Dust 2 ahead of you. This map's not lost. Very underwhelming performance from the majority of the paiN players, regardless of the lead that they had coming into this last round, which may have just fizzled out. Davideus looking for the answer, but nobody's going to show him skin, and now they've been completely corralled. You could just leave Kaspersky on this one. We'll see if paiN can fight their way out again. But utility pressuring them, and Ujerk's gonna send it through with the flash, confirms everybody's out here, and Kaspersky's not waiting around for you to take the kills. He'll go get his, and NiP close this half with a couple consecutive rounds to tie up.
Hello and welcome to the Culture Clubhouse. We like to discuss the cultural implications of Counter-Strike plays.
It's 2018. Cloud9 had to grind all the way from the first stage and stage 2 to get into the playoffs. They managed to battle all the way into the final. And then at 15-14, Stewie2K pulls off the clip of Counter-Strike.
28 seconds now, and Olaf Meister might try to full rotation.
So much pressure on A.
Looking towards the apps position, the Molotov comes in, but so does the rotation. Olaf Meister, though, has been taken out towards the B bomb site.
It's the Olaf death, man, and they feel cooked now. The Olaf kill is huge, and then he does this.
But look at the time! Look at the time, there's 7 seconds to blow the bomb!
Thank you
That's
very
the
much.
bomb, tumbles away, so much chaos.
They're trying to build pyramids!
Insane shot on Nico, and then the follow-up rain trying to plant. Dude, it's the perfect clip.
I mean, they're out of their chairs, America.
America is losing their minds in this moment. There are no pyramids, there is no clay. Stewie just won them the round to lock in overtime, and from this, springboard NA to its first major win.
If FaZe managed to reset mentally, would we remember Stewie's play? Probably not in the same way.
Probably not in the same way, but that's where the cultural
And that's
impact
why
comes
it's
from.
it.
When you look at the names on that FaZe squad, this was also like the beginning of the downfall of that FaZe squad with Carrigan at the helm, the big split between him and Nico. So much stuff like echoed from this one play. That's like what it meant to FaZe and how crushing it was to them.
The only man that could!
He does seem to have cultural riz. Dare I even say he mogged them?
I don't quite know that one, but perhaps he did.
Okay.
Perhaps he did, and I appreciate, you know, it's always important to kind of establish the vernacular of the youth so as one can continue to relay the culture.
That is the most insane way to win a major.
And so there it is, the tale of Stewie 2K in Boston. A pretty good time. And that's why we give it a 9 out of 10 on the culture scale and a 6 out of 10 on the individual brilliance.
Dependent.
Holding
Open. One side and one in the towards car.
I'm nading close door.
Okay,
Can
then you
flash
hurt
through
me.
door.
Then you hurt me.
Yeah, flash.
Flash. I have one more.
I don't see the card one.
One
side.
One side.
Flash,
I'm
flash.
outside.
I'll pick
Flashing
card.
window.
Flash. Burning side.
Two side. Two side. Tower and backside.
Tower. On backside. Yep.
I fucking miss my bad.
Yee, the 2v5 that leaves a sting. Snappy not happy about that one. Don't blame him. Not the sorts of rounds you're supposed to be losing. And, you know, they had the tools for the job.
Yeah, they had the second flash came out. Ringle called it to the window. It just didn't hit anybody because they were both facing the door and blocking themselves from the window. So the first one came out, that would have been better that way. But 5v2s can be won without any nades, actually. It's just a matter of, you know, small decisions. And I think that really did start with Shush inside of the tunnel trying to get an early fight. So either way, one of a few things that went wrong for NiP in that half. Some their fault, some not their fault. But it leads us to a 6-6 position, which is not too bad, I guess, considering it's paiN's pick.
paiN have already taken over top middle control. NQZ going to go attack this long hit from behind. Davideus a bit slow on the climb up, and NiP already on top of him. He's got a frag to try to soften up the ramp players. Then he's going to sit inside this smoke. For how long? Ooh, what can Davideus do? Jumps behind them and is covered thanks to Shush. Oh, NQZ, he's letting this one slip through his hands. Snappy and Wrinkle going to pick up kills elsewhere. And for a second there, paiN thought they could just pounce on top of the ninjas. NiP come out 4v1 instead. Had a couple elements of surprise there, with Davideus diving out through smoke, with NQZ hitting the flank timing. But when the flank doesn't get a kill, doesn't scramble the players on site, NQZ is going to know that he probably could have helped out to win that one.
It's a game that could be full tilt if NiP don't win it, but they win the pistol. They put themselves in a great spot here on CT side. And I think, yeah, hopefully they can leave their woes behind them. Give us a third map in this series. It shows what they're really about, because I do feel bad about the fact that, like, we're just not seeing the best version of them right now. Like, in my mind, again, they're a team that have climbed from literally over rank 100.
Oh, yeah.
You know, this is pretty stellar. You know, that's like...
They're unironically...
It's just that the standards for them are so high, you just are like, well, they should be back down there.
Of course,
But the grind itself is incredible and so difficult to do. And if a team like Monty did it, they would be the star of the year, you know? So, yeah.
They're genuinely one of the best examples of a team that has proven it is capable. It is arguably harder than it should be, and those conversations are still to be had, especially when they find themselves in this weird place right now, not getting tier 1 or 2 invites.
If you got to go to Philadelphia as a European, it is harder than it needs to be.
Sure. But hey, go to Philadelphia.
Yeah, that too.
Missed opportunities here with the scout shots. Oh, I say
what
that.
a shot.
Kaspersky thought he had done enough there. DGT with the SMG on site, and Davideus off ramp, confirming the last two players. NQZ could do this, but the player on site in Shush gets away from him. So already some retake utility coming down from that CT spawn. There's 2 scouts for the retake, no kid. One at this distance though, and the 5-7 in the middle. NQZ making up maybe for that pistol with some clean scout shots.
Yeah, they decided to take their fights individually. I don't know. Would you have taken that Galil fight versus the scout? You're one shot.
No, I would have stuffed the guys trying to come up from CT spawn.
Yeah, go for those trades and then just win the cat plant position. So I don't know. Shush, I feel like he gave NQZ the fight he was absolutely hoping for in that spot. And now it's 7-7. paiN tie it up.
This shot,
yeah,
I mean,
nice.
Kaspersky goes from 100 to 0 in a millisecond.
Hey, don't clear Goose.
Especially when you still had, like, you know, the smoke on site still gives you Goose positioning.
Yes, he's going to be last to scale too because he has that scout. You know he's just holding that.
Unless he didn't think NQZ was that far back and instead was trying to take ramp to retake. But I don't care what you were thinking. It didn't work. And so all the momentum of that pistol win gone, but they're going to try to just charge down through long. It could still work. At the very least, it does for the 5v4. You've got map control elsewhere here for paiN, and not the best buy for NiP. Snappy takes the Galil off the 10 health of Wrinkle. Trying to make this long control work, and the smoke spam is fantastic from Kaspersky. NQZ drops Shush. Mid taken by Ujerks, and that's going to bring all of this back, but Big Uzera's gone deep through suicide.
How could they read this? It's, they got it. Nice one, Snappy. That's a great shot. He was frustrated with his aim earlier. I was thinking this push looks so crazy to come in clear, but man, 4 players have been tagged, but NQZ with the op.
That's the thing. Giving him M4, he's got a chance, but the op is too valuable to lose. He would need this kill up close first. Kaspersky, slow approach, doesn't matter. He gives the shadow away. Tough pill to swallow for paiN. That jubilation you felt 40 seconds ago just evaporates.
Snappy totally saved it right there. It would have been just like round ruined with the low HP bars and that push coming out so early from Big Uzera. It looked like a golden opportunity. He caught the flank back as well. It wasn't like he had to flank through long. Oh, just an excellent adjustment. Like, he's checking spawn in general, but...
They go for the force by themselves, paiN. Gives them 2 M4s to work with and a scout. But, I mean, it's got to be said, the only reason this game is still close is NQZ and Snow. You've got 4 kills on the other 3 players of paiN. But Big Uzera takes a 5th.
Yeah.
Oh, what is happening?
The...
He's got to have some kind of vision.
Are you kidding? They could have blown that open maybe, but still the headshot and just like that, paiN.
No.
Reclaiming control.
Oh.
How?
Make it make sense.
He really had 4 kills and then hit 2 scout headshots through smoke.
Yep. To the player's top middle. I mean, it could be the lineup because it looks to me by the radar that, yeah, it is like that perfect angle. It's not like he's catching them over top of the smoke as they swing wide. Is that him just spamming the perfect lineup? I'm hoping we have his POV. So this will be the 45-second save. Let's run the Big Uzera replay.
Yeah. Trying to see that.
Not 1, but 2. Yep. It's just the perfect line.
You're kidding. And then the second one? Okay, they blew it open. They stuck it.
All right. Okay.
That was nice.
Great shot, but at least
nade too.
At least they're not both like that. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Great production.
That second one was exquisite.
All right, now show me those cool ADR bars. Yeah. Caught you sleeping.
It's all manual. They just have to draw them every time they want to.
Yeah. Johnny, get back on the bars. Oh, shucks. I wasn't ready, see?
Sound like the same guy. I guess back then everyone did sound like the same guy.
Yeah. Because there was like a million humans. Oh, there. Maybe we can only do them in freeze time. I don't know.
Wrinkle.
I don't know how any of this works. Okay, it's freeze time only. All right, sorry guys. I've exposed the secrets.
They're freezies.
My bad. I've just got questions, no answers. So, back and forth we go. It's definitely a mental rodeo for both these teams, but I feel like after the first map, NiP have less mental juice to burn through. They do find a lot of mid control for free, so let's see if Snow and Biguzera can hold back the mid play. Tunnel's not a problem. Angle on car is perfect for Biguzera. He gets the lineup that he's looking for. Now Wrinkle tries to peel back, looking to just get to the doorway because Shush is going to find an opening over towards long A, but Snappy's got the bomb outside B site. If you're able to pinch the players in spawn, then maybe Snappy's freed up, but the window push. Snow, you devil. Now Wrinkle gets blasted away by DGT, and Shush has been found out because of the 1 kill he's gotten this round. Snow pushing window is what really takes this out of the hands of Ninjas. You can't let them make the play because there was a chance they could have pulled that off, so Snow goes for the initiative.
It's pretty damn excellent. I think it had a little bit of the same flavor that helped out paiN in Ancient, which was these site holds. I mean, last time it was Snow, now it's Biguzera here, who, when you mentioned his name, Connor, he had 4 kills.
Yep.
Then he got 2 scout headshots through smoke, and now he's put up another hold that is 2 kills versus a full rifle, and the impact is there. paiN are now in the lead off the back of that. The team that's impossible to predict in so many different ways.
Fun to watch, always entertaining, but very hard to predict which version you're going to get on any given day. I prefer this version.
Any given round.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, fair. Yeah. I'm looking back at the delay feed. He had 4 kills in round 15. Or rather, the 14th. 15th is when he turned this half around. Doubled them since.
1 tag through the door. Oh. Money is absent. Oh, great shot, Shush. Maybe they'll get a stroke of luck here. Decent guns, not a single piece of utility, but there is one on the floor if they want to grab it, though DGT could run over that.
Players out, off the flash. Oh, can't capitalize.
Yeah.
You know, the desk before this game went live said, maybe we'll watch paiN just avoid Shush since he was quietly so good back on Ancient, but this hasn't been a repeat performance for Shush. There's been no reason to avoid him, and unfortunately here, even off the first kill, can't manage the second.
He's arguably made a couple of the mistakes that have helped paiN back into the game.
And now you can see it with the last round, Snow just kind of coming out through the window. You can see paiN slotting in 2 initiatives. Pressure's sort of off, money's flowing. You got a read versus pistols. And so they're not going to let anything squirrely go down here towards middle. Biguzera on cleanup duty. Goes from 4 kills in round 14 to now sitting on 11 by the end of the 18th. Great example of holding for the wide swing. Crosshair placement was perfect there for Shush.
You know, with Furia firmly international and doing really well, paiN are just trying to be the best 5 in Brazil. With a little help, obviously.
Devadeus, good trades.
I guess the best 5 LATAM.
They do feel like the spirit of Brazil.
Yeah.
This round's getting put in the bag as well, so paiN starting to really pull ahead here with the CT side. Kaspersky gets something going towards B. Snappy could come join him if he just runs it down through tunnels, but he's worried that someone will push those doors. Kaspersky's got little to lose.
If Snappy goes too slowly, he actually might get caught.
He slid out to the boxes.
It's so close. Okay. Okay.
Snappy takes over sight.
Tunnel flank is going to come in.
Yep.
Wasn't spotted, but they're coming to clear it perfectly. Smoke should be helpful. We'll see. Util won't get used. They're going to push through.
Mid control's good, or are they?
Not. Oh, wow, that was a chance.
Moment of hesitation here. They've got a full belt of utility for Davideus, but they want vision before they do anything at all. And Snappy's just letting Kaspersky go to work. Confirms both players there. Snappy not moving a muscle, still watching doors, but surely he's seen both. Turns attention, lines them up, but can't kill both.
Is there time?
Yeah, I think so. No, never mind.
Run from it. That's
a second or so short. They waited out that smoke by choice, but slowed down just enough in the process that NiP pull this one off, and this game still stays close.
They would have been, fine to actually do that, push through, but we're a little alarmed, I guess, by someone being outside of the door, which is sort of a weird thing to be scared of from the tunnels, but... Good mid-round, getting into B safely, playing it down to the wire, and still, it's very expensive for NiP. They've got some work to do to catch up. Luckily, this buy's still pretty decent.
Biguzera's performance has had an uptick, DGT the same, a little more runway, maybe you get Davideus. And QZ could also serve as the showstopper. Doesn't see anything despite all that presence towards the doors. Oh, it's going to be a challenge for Snow. He's got a smoke grenade still. Drop that in front of this execute before it comes at you. He's hanging on to it. There we go. They're still going to challenge through. Snappy isn't ahead of it. Flashbang was good, but NQZ able to find it because they flood out before the door smoke goes down. Trying to get ahead of the defensive smoke. Looking like it's going to pay off. Nobody's going to give NQZ an angle. He'll throw that incendiary out.
Oh, they're going to turn around.
New Jerk's holding the smoke. He's got the crosshair on Biguzera's head. It fades. He'll hit him. Second CT also dead. Low health bars for the remnants of NiP, and they will hold back that window retake. NQZ's op too valuable as the money has been whittled away at. paiN are going to have to let this 10th round go.
That was a very signature, snappy-esque exec. The flashes were so fantastic. There were many, many layers to them, and I think Snow did a good job of trying to find his spots to get in there, but he basically ate every single flashbang and had minimal impact as they exited. So what I'm wondering now is, are NiP going to try the exact same thing? That's the only thing that could make it even more snappy-esque.
Sure. Rinse and repeat.
That's very convincing. Sometimes in live environments, it's too hard to figure out the solution to the problem that's just happened. If it is going to be a site that's understaffed or just played with one player and those flashes were so effective, if you can scale this far, you might think about trying it again. But they don't have that in mind at all. It's going to be a long take. It looks like CTs aren't rushing over, so this will be given over for free.
Really keeping the challenge up. Kaspersky's already in front of the smoke.
Oh.
Davideus, the last player on paiN, struggling to this degree.
Oh, watch, now he gets a 3K.
That's what I'm thinking. Tries to give that smoke a bump. Yeah, nice header.
Solid.
Goal! Players on the long wall. Ahead of his utility, though. NQZ going to be under pressure if Davideus dies. But he at least cleans up Shush, and the DGT covers exactly what they need as they lost the Opper on site. More damage comes out, but it's not that substantial. Kaspersky still with 3/4 the health. Man advantage here for paiN. Bomb is on Kaspersky. He's not able to best Snow, and so it's Snappy only. Nothing for him in this round. He's sitting down there with 7 frags, and paiN pulled back into the lead.
Didn't get him the 3K, but he did get the smoke block, a kill, and they crossed off of it. It's almost as if from their perspective, they couldn't tell. I don't know exactly. It really wouldn't have been a big deal to re-smoke that, considering they got long for so cheap in the beginning of the round, plus they had 5 players, but sometimes you leave it open so you can fight, but in that spot, sometimes you might want to smoke just like deep CT when you try to do that, so that you don't have to fight catwalk, deep CT, and the guy close up. Weird choice here for NiP, and a costly one. paiN did everything they were supposed to do, And that's why I wonder sometimes if you're looking at it from the T perspective, you see a smoke on the wall, you can't tell how much is not blocked off. It might look more sealed to you. But that one was pretty heavily bumped.
Nice shot, Wrinkle.
That's excellent.
That's what you're looking for. In a round where majority are on Tech 9s. Great start.
Just instantly dove back across mid.
That's Big Uzera. Any chance he can get to put his hands back on the op? Is he going to take B alone? Make it his own responsibility. DGT, meanwhile, gunning for the long control.
They're still fanned out pretty heavily. I don't know what the call is out of spawn at the moment here for NiP, but they have options. Oh,
nice
that's
flash.
spotted.
Yep, that's one pistol down. Utility coming out from the tunnels. Big Uzera cautious, but there's no flood of the utility. DGT, oh, he runs through long, gives a gun over.
I love it. The Snappy holding that. They kept the full default going while they actually made it look like a mid-B.
Snow goes for long play, him versus Snappy. Gonna chase him down, takes half his health in return. There's that AK still out on the field. The flash finds its targets. Snow's missing shots. Can't pick a target. Then he does, and when he focuses in, it's a laser shot onto Ujerks to keep man advantage in hand, but barely. 7 health to Avadeus, 9 points for Snow. Nade onto the planter is gonna soften him up. Kaspersky, 15 health, and an Opera to take this long-range fight, but now the Op needs the other 2, and he will find Big Uzera.
Does he know? He doesn't.
Wrinkle swaps over, unsure of the position. A Tech 9 shot will push this over the line. Will tie the game again.
He's going to jump up. Wrinkle, is he going to come clear this? But who does this favor? It feels like the CT.
Playing the left side.
Oh, maybe not.
Sees him coming. Great reposition here from Wrinkle. Keeps it cool under pressure and cleans house on that post plant.
Yeah, he's willing to take that risk and go all the way wide on CT. And that is what allowed him that vision. Beautiful first shot in this flick. paiN timeout. This one's going the distance. Looks like they're going to donate 12 here. They've got, I mean, NQZ's op at least, but NiP's round to lose. I mean, if NiP find a way to lose this round, they'll just lose the map outright. They're going to be broke. But there should be no way. Ooh, they're gambling correctly, actually. They're taking it early.
It's not like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good move. The thing is still, man, if it's going to be 5 CTs here, you see this position happen with guns, and the CTs still don't win sometimes. So NQZ would have to do something incredible. And there's one, but I mean, surely you're not going to run back into this, right? You're seeing all that.
Yeah, op's been found. You can take mid control in the meantime. Smoke off this CT position. Should be able to get the bomb out along.
They're not overreacting. NQZ's staying on A.
Pistols make their move, lining up for the Galil. That's going to take a ton of pressure off NiP now. Bomb can sit in pit.
I mean, now you just do not go A, right? You still you have blocked off every route of exit for the Opera, so nicely handled here for NiP. Hoping to be able to say Ancient was unlucky.
The slow starts for the majority of the paiN players could come back to haunt them in this one. And QZ remains locked in, but not enough targets coming his way here in the 23rd. Big Buzera has no money, so important for at least one to survive.
Oh, that's working. Oh, okay.
Nice try.
Leave me alone.
Get out of here. Bomb pops, NiP secure overtime with this one.
But can they complete the landing?
Felt like for a while it was getting away from them. Buy comes out all right for paiN. Davideus to the long fight. Flash is coming over. Eesh. Not the prettiest duel. So he looks to get out of here. Again, NQZ on a wider angle than maybe they're ready for. He's been playing a lot of the time on site or in towards middle. Fire burning behind him. Doesn't spread entirely. He puts it out regardless. Drop to half health. Nade's gonna finish the job. Good utility play here from NiP to get the highest performing paiN player out of the equation. Final round of regulation. Davideus wallbanged. Sjuush just tears him off that site. And while DGT drops down off of Catwalk, that's the open invite for the cross. Snappy is removed from this. It's 2 players on site. A push through smoke, and Udrix isn't ready. But Sjuush sure is. 55 more damage done. Scours the field, and he hits it.
What a find.
Low bullet, so be it. Brings Snappy over to the action. DGT gets the duel towards Car, but he is done. NiP rob back their opponent's map pick. Takes all 24 rounds of regulation through headache and a lot of rough rounds, but they stay composed enough to close this, and this series needs a third.
NiP striking back at the
7-1 rating across the 2 maps now. Just kind of looking to tap into the potential we know he has. Sjuush has found his consistency. Wrinkle and Udrix just had great maps. It's like, it feels to me like whatever wasn't clicking for NiP back on Ancient, they've washed their hands up.
I feel like this is just their second map pick, though. Like, they should... They've literally won so many times on this map. There's only a single time in any of their wins where a team's got double digits. They have 3 losses in here, but it's just a sea of green. Amazing T-side stats as well. So, yeah, they're going to be so confident.
Kicks off well with Snappy and Kaspersky into the kill feed, into the A site, in with the bomb plant. Retake demanded of paiN in a 3v5.
They're kind of the Monty at Nuke right now. Like, they did all that practice, then they play one really good team like Na'Vi, and they actually win.
And it's being held from the rooftop. Oh, never mind, it's not being held. Sjuush got the Molotov, so he's just
tying
gonna
his shoes up
guarantee
there.
it. He's like, do I need to throw this, though?
Just throw it, though.
No, keep it. A souvenir, a pistol round that goes down real smooth. Kaspersky dropping 4 kills in that pistol.
He had the best 4K of a Cologne.
It was pretty damn good.
It was amazing.
Yeah, keeping that one clean.
There was the Deagle 4K.
Yeah. But there's an argument.
I don't know. That was lucky. Because Berkeley, he could do that every round. The Deagle clip's not happening every round. Oh, okay, man. At least put your feet on the ground.
Kind of gross.
First.
He did. Technically. Technically. But barely. Spring-loaded shoes. Davideus gets out of the vent alongside Snow. Both were looking to get some footing down towards Decon, but Davideus, unfortunately, a little late to the party. Here comes NiP, 5 strong. 5-7 gets blasted away, so money made here by Snappy. And a B site that's now completely free for the taking. Shush is still on top of Silo. Like a gargoyle.
Bomb has been planted.
Waiting around for one more. They've pulled this one off with only 2 points of damage coming out of paiN, despite this being a force buy.
Neither of these guys are playing like amazing teams on this map. paiN probably slightly better, but like not winning all of their games. Yeah, like I think this, that's just so good. Feels like NiP almost just felt like they had a map to play with. Now they really think about this nuke.
Terrorists win.
You said in all the NiP wins on nuke, only 2 teams have gotten to double digits?
Yeah, it's kind of a weird stat because they've lost 3 times. They've won how many of these games?
That would be 16.
They've won 16, and only once out of those 16 wins, someone's got double digits even.
Okay, damn.
It's just they've been so clean when they're in control. So that means you know, they're winning, and they're only winning half of their pistols.
Yeah, and they're winning majority on the T side.
Yeah, or no, they're just doing both on. They're even better on CT side, but they're also winning majority T side. They're just like, they're pretty
kind of good, man.
We'll call that well-rounded.
Sure, yeah. Okay. It's a good time to pull that out. MP9 and pistols with it. 2 sets of Kevlar here for paiN. And NQZ and DGT. They're just going to go for the stack, hope that NiP follows through. Be a shame to watch NiP just step on this one, though. No protocols to be skipped. Surely you start to hear that player burn, and it's a red flag for a guy like Kaspersky. Or is it an invitation? Takes damage in response. That's the SMG to go down. Oh, and the moment Big Uzera looked like he wanted to try to grab it is when Kaspersky comes in for seconds. Now that flood of all the other CTs is supposed to catch NiP off guard before they have time to figure it all out. Snow's just hoping they'll think, surely not all 5. He sits back here. Bomb getting closer. Goes for the P2 fitty kill. Won't find it. So 3-0 start for NiP on the T side of Nuke, a map that they've only lost 3 times out of 19 games, as mentioned by Launders. I'll call that a good sign.
Yeah. With the lead and the pistol, they only need half of the pistols. So those seem to be optional. And when they get them, well, that's when it gets really bad. paiN have their work cut out for them. You can already see how so sort of in the zone they are with all these peaks and everything. So it might finally happen. It might finally happen.
Slow to heaven.
This is what you want to see in a TD Vault. It's a nice loud map, lots of flashes. They're scaling outside. They're putting pressure on Squeaky.
Nice. Got NQZ off his perch, and that's going to secure 2 players' secret.
Snuck 2 by. No answer from paiN so far. They actually don't know what's just happened.
They definitely feel like something's happened, but they certainly don't know what.
It's like when David Blaine steals your thumb, you know? You're like, you can feel you're missing a body part, but unless you see it visually, you're not going to realize. A kill helps, though.
Surely. Holding off on ramp. Kaspersky, the first casualty of round 4. We hit 45 seconds, just hoping somebody steps into the crosshair. We see the CTs wiggling, and Big Uzera. Fast time to kill on the Squeaky hold. Still an additional 2 players on that A site with him.
They're really trying to make a lot of noise downstairs to draw the rotations lower.
Right, shake it up a bit on A. Hope somebody steps into the kill, but so far it's all coming up paiN. Gun's making a difference here. Wrinkle can't get into the engagement. DGT and Big Uzera continue to clean up, and Ujerk's just looking for a desperate plant from here on out. Could cross behind Silo and go for it.
Yep.
Might as well take the money.
No nades.
But you've got an entire team of paiN players coming your way. So yes, money is the bonus, but an excellent first gun round posted by paiN.
very good. I mean, that just goes to show you. I mean, you can take all the map control that you want, but if you don't get that opening kill, it can all be for naught. All they did was increase their odds of having a CT confused to make that opening kill easier. And they also set up a great late round position where you can see they could play with upper and lower at the same time. That's what they're looking for. But this sort of releases attention for sure for paiN. They don't have to over-rotate when they get that kill by DGT. Someone we talked about.
Kind of round win that could put paiN right back in this game.
It's nice how the Counter-Strike, there's a natural bottleneck to everything. Like, there is such thing as too much map control, right? There is too much commitments, getting too spread out.
Too aggressive, too passive, too old. Although the limit of that one yet to be seen. I watched Fallen rifle today for the first time in his career, essentially, and look fantastic. Yeah. So, proof's in the pudding. You can teach an old dog new tricks. First blood again for paiN in round 5. Slow it down. They go silent. Gonna try to put some pressure on the follow through to the A site. Done a lot of just watching the squeaky door now. Looking like they'll take it. Snow into cover for a second, dodging flashes. Here's the footstep. Oh, they try to dive in. Crushed. And Snow's got other ideas. Right back to what we saw in Ancient. Rock solid defense in the face of packs of ninjas. Not one person allowed to even touch that ladder. He sends them packing and coffins instead. And even this save from Snappy is compromised. There's 15 seconds here to hunt him down. Excellence from Snow yet again.
Damn, that was awesome. Yeah, that seems to be his specialty, man. And I remember when it was, you know, it was meant to be him opping and being that kid to come up as an opper, but it's just not necessary on this team. What they need are these holds. Snow's putting it together.
Keep them coming. Like a laundry chute of corpses. It's the drive-through at the morgue. Single AK here for Kaspersky. He wants revenge towards ramp, perhaps. We saw him be that first casualty versus DGT. Oh, that's what he wants second servings for. What an entry.
That was raw.
And look at the pace that's right behind it as well. It's going to send paiN scrambling down towards control here. Snow versus Kaspersky stops him. And as that bomb plant's going down, in smoke, no cover, Snow all too easy. Yet again looking for a triple kill because he knows his teammates are inbound. And NiP know that it's a time-limited recovery mission. They may now both have guns, but should be cleared off of the staircase, and this one comes up all paiN, barring that entry in ramp.
Damn, Snow with 12 HP gets those 2 kills. He is putting in work right now. That quick rotation downstairs, it didn't feel like, I know, you could see it from Kaspersky's eyes. No one's stopping me. I'm taking control side. We're getting this bomb down. We're going to the next round. After this kill, it felt like it was done. Stopped in his tracks. That's crazy.
It's been hyped up by the Brazilian scene for quite some time. Guy like Fallen gave him his credit, maybe before it was due. Coming into his own in this last year, if this is what he's going to be able to find in terms of consistency.
Another Academy League talent.
Three straight rounds for paiN. Wall of smokes up with Udrix ahead of it, already on red, bomb in tow with an escort in Kaspersky.
Oh, see you later. See you later. No chance to play this round.
They call him Wrinkle because he just got folded. Smoke meets Udrix down on B. Ahead of this is paiN already. Player on each side of vents.
What's the next move, Snappy? "45 seconds up, and they have a chance to sneak the vents."
If you can get Shush to compromise the vent hold, with a peek like that, it really opens it up for the secret push, but Snow's on the other side. They just throw
Come on,
caution
what is
to the
happening
wind.
right now?
You completely write off the threat of another player towards control. You thought only one's down on B. With how fast paiN have been getting down there, you should have known better.
I mean, there's that, but also just like, what is this aim from Snow? That even if they're looking at him, they die just as fast. Like, damn.
Laser focus.
So what? What did he even see?
I don't know. Back to the drawing board for NiP. Felt like they started to get something in motion there. It was nice to get the solution to vent. That at least did push paiN back slightly. You can push him back all you want. Eventually, you'll have to deal with him. And right now, nobody is stepping up to that task. We thought it could be Kaspersky with what he'd offered in terms of entries over on ramp, looking to tap back into it. He doesn't have his AK. He's got players in front of him. Back turn, DGT makes it look easy. And NQZ's support close enough to make sure that it should just be the one. Snappy in a pistol fight, toppled 5 straight here from the defensive paiN.
And nicely done, man. I mean, there's just so many factors here. A lot of them are Snow, whether it's upstairs or downstairs. The holds have been consecutive, and now everyone's fragging. I actually really like the style of play coming out from NiP. And their map control, their default, their utilities all look good, but like in terms of getting that first kill, it's just not happening. Even when they do, I guess Kaspersky did, you know, beasting through ramp that one round, it's just countered heavily by paiN.
Fast flood out A floor, right into Snow's line again. We've already seen him with a triple kill mow down on the doorway. No other targets for him to shoot at. Davideus holds the other side of the site, and the Snow goes back. No one's gonna stop him. This was guns in the hands of NiP, but you wouldn't have known it.
That's crazy. Another full exec. It's not even like they just decided to run out everything. Like they had a strat in place to take the site. It's something they used on the pistol that worked out beautifully. They tried to put a lot of pressure on a team that doesn't have a comparable nuke record. It's NiP, who should be ready for everything, but Snow has brought back the form he didn't have last map, the form he had on the first map. The form he hasn't had for months. Just in time. Snow with the big bars. And Kaspersky is definitely well supported in this game, but yeah, no one's really standing out like the paiN players are.
Back towards ramp again, they'll go. Again, Kaspersky with an AK, but not this time. And NQZ picks up the kill outer, so no alternative option. Majority for NiP still up, but all just tucking their tails back into the lobby. AK changes hands, but they're jumping back into the spawn, so DGT knows what he's chasing. Full reset attempt coming out here from NiP. Oh, dude, now they're walking with knives out. If he keeps this pressure up, he's going to catch him before they can round silo. Wonder if he farms them.
I would start shooting right away because his
It's
teammate
like
died.
weird cover here, right? Oh! No.
It's actually changed the round. Well, he wasn't even being greedy. He was just looking for one clear shot. What a moment for Snappy.
Oh.
He was barely looking at him, man. Just turned around slightly.
Wow.
3-on-3. This is a massive opportunity for NiP. They're still not in favor in this round, but...
In the dying rounds of the first half, Snappy pulls that deagle shot out of his ass. Because where have those been?
And now it's Snow in his usual spot downstairs. They have never been able to kill him here.
Last time they didn't even look for him, but... You could also just play to avoid him.
This might be a fine thing to do. They can plan for decon.
Yep.
Snow's not in the site, and yeah, they're going to go for it.
Snow's going to try to take a look.
Surely they don't let him just... Oh, they leave that
my
open.
God.
Wow, crazy.
Shush, go ahead and try to clutch, but you know the pressure's on. Fast stomping down behind him. Eats the flash because you know he's looking at the door. And so paiN still pull this out. Yeah, he's going to let him know.
You know what he's saying. I mean,
Vamos, pa!
they were... they were watching. They were trying to cover the plant, staring right at the door. Yep. And he's just blowing them away so fast. Like,
damn. This shot from Snappy. Oh, that's sick.
What is that? Oh my goodness. He even killed the planter first. Still. Yeah. Oh, it's the deagle. Wait, why is the deagle covering it with an M4 on his back, brother?
What?
Didn't want to reload that before you went down? Was that? Did they pick that up?
He had that by the time they got into the vent crossroads.
Yeah, that's silly.
Could have reloaded that when you opened the decon door. It's not like you're not making sound.
All right. Sometimes it's your own damn fault.
Yeah. Look both ways before you cross the street. Check under your bed for snows. Little monster on this bomb site. Multi-frag after multi-frag, his 12-4 half, and still 2 rounds to play. Davideus has been able to have a better half or a better map. He's not dying while he watches Snow absolutely farm. IP go quiet, maybe let that main player get close, but then Kaspersky just tries to jump with the element of surprise. Ujurks, he has been just completely muted outside.
To be honest, the series hasn't been incredible from him.
Snappy's gonna find one, but possibly too late. Big Uzera burned in, had 7 health for that Snappy duel. We've got 20 seconds on this clock. They could just try to put it down on A. Snow is ready to come back up this ladder the moment you turn your back to him.
See if they clear this properly, but with the time left over, surely not.
You've got to start skipping steps. Snow's still waiting, and by the time he gets up here, DGT's got it over. This is 8 consecutive rounds from paiN, so NiP will just be lucky that they even won the pistol.
Yeah, it's great. I will say, though, even if they get one more round, they're still going to be, like, pretty fine in the second half. It's even better side for them. This has been an amazing CT side from paiN, absolutely, but the job is far from finished. It's just insane, the performance that Snow is putting up, though, on these 2 CT sides, the first map and this map.
Insta trade here from Snow. Ujurks tries to change positions entirely. Takes up Hut, but unfortunately loses the squeaky player first, so he comes out to a site taken by the defense. Snappy's kill makes it interesting. Back 3v3. Missed shot from NQZ. Ooh, but DGT should have a free one. Will it matter? Still 2 more players to take down. They would have seen the bomb on Snappy, who doesn't hide the fact that he's running over towards A.
Yeah, they can't milk that one. DGT would have loved to, but instead...
Shush is holding this, I believe. No, never mind. Plays in heaven. Lets him have that space. Smoke in front of him. Would be desperate to run through it. Shush gives him the fight.
Why?
Shush just goes for the duel.
He's made a lot of moves like that this series that are like, why? Why would you do that?
And with the timing on the main smoke fade, Snappy's still gonna have to keep eyes on it. Bomb is planted on the back of site. If I'm not mistaken, it's down for Beneath Heaven, which means it's gonna have to be the wide swing out from Squeaky. He's playing behind the vent. This is a missed position.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do but run, trying to get back at this. Snappy's gonna come around the corner, get blown apart.
What?
And DGT back on it. This is a defuse in a 9th round for paiN. 2 mistakes, Shush and Snappy. That clutch just all too easy. Yet another CT side masterclass coming out of Snow. Totally shut down that A site on multiple rounds. Oh,
It's Snow Day.
that it is. I mean, Dust 2, maybe not so much, but between the defense of Ancient and Nuke, lights out performance.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's the best aim I've seen from him, like pretty much ever. Like just in general, rifling so many clips back to back. Just massive amount of highlights, looking comfortable. Just like very, very, very solid stuff. Really coming into his own. But I mean, this feels like a game where the pistol wins the game. If you're the NiP on the CT side, 66% of their rounds are one CT side, and they have won a lot.
You know, there was like a little bit of foreshadowing with it because, believe it or not, the Fissure event at the start of this season, that was his highest rated LAN event ever. And he bottomed out in 9th, 12th position.
Right, okay.
You know, but over 7 maps, a 1.23, it's like, okay, this season is going to be something special. The results maybe kind of, you know, put it in the shadows, but after today, I feel like we've got to highlight it again. Snow is tapping into something this season.
That wasn't, yeah, that was the team struggling, not him.
So I will politely ask for more of this from here on out. It's fun to watch. Wrinkle, what you got? Door's gonna swing with 3 players behind it. Takes down Davideus. One does slip out. Third player kind of scrambles him back between the 2. And Udrix gets insta-gush for 99 damage on the ramp peak.
Yeah.
Ugh, he's lucky to be alive. Kaspersky, though, will open and close the door behind him. How polite. Now, we've seen what he can do on the CT holds. Time to clutch. Snow's wrapped around towards... Oh, you catch him on the jump up. But do you really catch him? No kill. And now the door is closed between you and all 3 players remaining here for the Ninjas. A 9-3 CT side is great for paiN, especially with the defensive abilities of Snow. A pistol here could have wrapped up this series quickly, but now you've given NiP the lifeline they need.
I think it was like a pistol here would have made this T side way stronger, but still no guarantees. Without a pistol, I feel like it's just... I feel like NiP are almost slightly favored now. So they have to convert themselves. So there's that. But there was no plant on this round for paiN, so it's not like you're going to have a law coming into it. We'll have to see about the approach, but this will be the real skill check. The map pool in general is just going to get much more CT-sided with changes and overpass. You know, minus Anubis plus overpass.
Yeah.
So overall, that's what we've got to watch for, especially here in the fall season.
I don't know if Snappy's mental could have handled getting Zeused, so I'm glad for his sake. NQZ denied. Any money on the round? No.
No money.
Udrix.
No money.
Who said that again?
It was Bit.
Bit, right.
Yeah.
No money.
No money. What was the thing you said the other day?
Bit?
Yeah.
We can't say that.
Oh, okay.
No, he was saying some bad words. But there was Malbs who said having fun.
Having fun.
And then there was Frozen who crashed out.
Buy a smoke, Ronnie.
I think that is one of the fun things when players are at home but still on TeamSpeak. They let their guard down a little.
Yeah.
You know, you can be goofier with the boys in TeamSpeak than you can be on the big stage.
For sure.
Unless you're on FaZe, then it's always kind of goofy.
Yeah. Gets even goofier in that case.
Yeah, right.
All right, paiN. Show us what you're made of.
Ooh. Snow gets caught. Snappy's not falling for it, bucko.
The strat was to disrupt that ramp and hit it from both sides, but instead they got shut down outside and our 4 guys stuck here. But you know paiN. They'll group up. They'll be persistent.
They'll do it properly. Utility over the top. Oh, Udrix. Beautiful. Making that Famas look easy. 6th and 7th kills.
He didn't even have a turnpike rotator on that.
Nope. Just doing his own thing all alone. Which could have been a disaster if he didn't put forward those 2 kills. So well done. What's left to do here at 25 seconds? I think it's simply going to be a save.
In the first map, NiP just let so many of their mistakes cascade. Like very small moments to just kept allowing them to pile on, and that can't happen anymore. Starting to do reputational harm.
Gonna let them know we know where you are.
Where they live.
And now you know I know you know where you are.
I've always thought there needs to be a word for information that is no longer useful once too many people know it.
Noob's okay, we're much better. Just play with confidence.
Brazil!
Brazil!
I think the word you're looking for is shinfo. Shitty info. Once everybody knows it, it's shinfo.
Shinfo! I see. I didn't know there was a word.
Yeah, dog. Good. Like, hey man, it's hot out. Yeah, dude, shinfo. I can feel it. when your teammate says there's 2B, but there's only one, Shinfo.
Uh-oh.
Deus, quick crack into main. With Kaspersky down, that's a firepower department. A little bit less equipped to hold players back without Kaspersky. Ujurk's on the recovery though. Not his best series, but this side is starting to come together with the ramp hold with this return. And a couple more come out to the favor of NiP. NQZ's now dead. He brings Shush with him. We've got a clutch queued up for DGT, but no bomb possession.
Yeah, they gotta get that back.
And now with that nade shaving 35 health off, it's just a tough one here for DGT. If he wasn't 15-9, I'd say not gonna happen, but he's got just enough time. He's got Wrinkle already low.
One nasty shot in the back, and the second guy's really low. Wrinkle, is he gonna push off this? He totally could have.
He's not ready for the player up close on the corner. And also Snappy towards red. So Snappy's coming through with a couple of kills this round as well. Wrinkle's got the multi-frag.
Yeah.
Ujurk's brought it back from the 4v5. And NiP seemed very well equipped to handle that outer pressure.
Brazil. They feel, I'm sure they feel in their comfort zone. I mean, you don't get the confidence of the reps. They have the reps.
Sure.
They have the results. They have
Makes sense.
you know, they can get scared about, oh, how embarrassing it could be to lose, or, oh man, we got like the best draw of everyone here and, you know, we aren't able to pull this one out. But like, they have put in so much work, particularly on Nuke. Their CT side, it's just like overall super consistent, and the pistols are working to really help them out a lot. It's going to be paiN who are going to look inward, I think, get a lot more serious right now, because they're going to have to work to mess some of these rotations up, or come at it like Kaspersky and get double entries insta and open up a site. Hope there's no snow on the other side.
Snappy's starting to feel a little frisky outer. Making moves, changing up positions.
See how he responds to this. He's pushing outside. Oh, he's been watching demos. Yeah, he just walked in front of that, called him out entirely.
I mean, individually, this is definitely his best map of the series. Never broke double digits in the kills on the other two. Shush holds back Davideus.
Oh.
Gonna finish off Big Uzera. 3 versus 2 looking good, but the guns are getting empty. He needs a reload of the rifle, and the USP won't find a second. Then Ujurk peeks over top of heaven, reopens A site. I said Snappy's looked good. Good enough to clutch this remains to be seen. Molotov for Snow. Low health DGT, but that is put in position. Although maybe a little ahead of time. The fact he switches to the op man, this is a save call, isn't it?
Yeah.
Double digits here for paiN. That is 10-7.
They lost upper. I don't even know how all these other trades went down, because from that perspective and Shush, it was like, what more could you ask for from an upstairs hold, to be honest? 2 kills on one guy plus Snappy with that opener, but they did it. They did it. They actually get to 10 off this round. Very, very solid stuff from paiN.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah,
well, that's something they've been good at. Oh.
Okay.
You were asking for DGT.
I see you see it right there, Ujurk. The fact that he steps out, and the moment he steps out, he also instantly tries to turn back. He realized he missed the timing to truly save Shush, and should be with Snappy for the retake.
Yes.
But he gets caught right between those two realities.
Yes, I think it's been very awkward.
Okay, yeah, that's what we're getting.
The whole series, yeah.
Awkward. Awkward indeed.
I was a big fan of that Saw lineup.
Yeah?
Yeah.
With
Galwer.
Rostos?
Yeah.
Muteris? Roman? And I'm sorry for forgetting the 5th. My bad.
Can't remember it either.
I'm not going to look it up because this game's going to get good.
It's mostly Aristos and Ujurk, so that was, yeah.
Taking these duels with a Galil, huh? He's confident after his very clean smoke spam. Better be careful. Wrinkle's got that off out on the field. M4s for the others. Oh, the timing off the grenade pull and throw.
Nice.
Shush just gets slammed in the back of the site.
I mean, that's like, Shush was literally, like, did he need to do that? You know?
Fair.
He was full peeking to flash the inside of a lobby where no one was even pushed. So it was a risk. It got punished. That can happen. One back for the CT side. And now a lot of pressure here on you jerks.
Yeah, mollied out. He's got a teammate. Oh, and Snappy does a good job of drawing the attention for Ujerks to come back into the duel. Davideus is going to leave, but it's man advantage NiP. Snow's got a lot of play to make with this outer control and nobody here to stop him.
I think these mid-round situations are where paiN kind of show how they've made some deeper runs and more interesting moves in big games versus big opponents, but keeping the numbers high is always going to be the best advantage you can have.
Wrinkle's not. Ooh, okay.
Yeah, this is a moment where they...
Wrinkle's a setting duck.
Yeah.
But he makes steps. Oh, hello. Easy.
Heard that late.
Vent player gets out, makes loud stomps over towards lobby. He's burning himself.
Okay.
Or rather, had no choice. Spreads just barely onto him. Decided not to reposition. Offered up a bunch of health, wouldn't have made a difference. Headshot is instant, so the cleanup's good. Launders, that's what's important. The cleanup for NiP is good.
Yeah,
it's not majority alive.
A spot where they didn't know where everyone was, but
Yeah.
the opposite vent player could just be watching heaven to cover himself. Since no one else is watching that, they know it was ramp that was attacked. DGT between these two last rounds has been a huge threat.
Wasn't ready for that deep op angle. Oh, the way that spreads.
Spreads faster now.
True. That is true. Are you telling me incendiaries are back?
Yeah, I mean more so, I guess. Mostly it's a slight change. But it's
fine
a big impact over many rounds.
It's like the, $50 per kill bonus as well for the team. I mean, that one's obviously more unarguably just better.
Yeah, $50, you get a hoagie with that money. Oh, come on.
Snow with the Tech 9.
No, they're gonna lose.
No. The Raptors player's gun is low. NQZ comes through with one as well. Two players who started on Tech 9s into a clutch. And Ujerks is slipping off ladders. NQZ spammed slightly by the pistol.
They kind of need to win this round because this would be sorely embarrassing to give up 11 of this.
I mean, it's low health here for Snow. NQZ on half health as well. Utility for the retake. Just dumping it out from main. Oh, but it's an insta-kill from Snow. Clean shot from 12 HP. And all this time, Wrinkle's just been beating his chest, letting them know exactly where he's coming in from. Snow's gonna stay in the corner. Wrinkle figures out the crossfire, will do nothing about it. It's another multi-frag from Snow. 4 kills deep. He opens that site himself.
I mean, that's great. But, man, unfortunately, in my memory of this series, it's going to be one of many rounds that NiP just totally screwed up. Wow.
Tech 9s. We want to sit here and praise the CT side of NiP. We were confident from the get-go that they felt like they're in the comfort zone, but can't look away from the glaring mistakes.
Using your whole mag right here and then just getting run down by someone rapid mini. It's a low buy round where they could be anywhere. Oh.
And it's a fast headshot on Snappy while he's in another fight, but Kaspersky was just fighting him one-on-one.
Yeah.
With a rifle. Dies to the body shots of Snow. And now look at the economy. Oh God, I don't know what this graph's, numbers, but that's big.
The top series here for Snow.
It's the first time Snow's been the tallest guy in the room. Such a sick series from him between the CT sides, and it's awesome to see him be able to jackknife a round like that onto the board. Nothing but respect for Snow. This season of Counter-Strike, he is tapping into something. And Wrinkle's missing nades. NQZ way too ready for that peek on the side of Garage, so things go from bad to worse. That was one of the 2 good guns NiP have to work with to deny paiN their 12th. The other rifle announces itself on that A floor. Kaspersky trying to get lucky with some spam. Tags Snow slightly. He's got the advantage here. MP9 just not going to get the better of him. He hits 20 frags in 20 rounds of play. And it's not just quantity, but quality. Kaspersky, shadow advantage given over. Snow gets cleared from the corner, and that's a good disengage before any teammates were ready to trade it.
DGT in a tricky spot, and he has been a nuisance here on this T side. There's a lot of floating going on, but Kaspersky, I mean, he's got a lot to handle. They come down here. 64 health. No smoke to fall back on. He's going to hear them start to spread out. And he takes the first kill in upgrade. And a chance to get away. Sticks around to fight.
Shush moves down off the off. Doors open. Good job to drop Big Uzera.
Wait, 10 seconds. They've got to go up right away.
All's good. Few seconds to spare. They left their options open. They send Big Uzera in on the Hail Mary mission, but it's bombed down. It cost them maybe more bodies than they should have let slide, but it's still a huge ask of Shush to pull this off. No kit, no util, just the op and the idea of elimination from Bounty on the other side of this next round. He's gonna take a look at sight, but again, 10-second defuse needed. Dodges the first op shot. That's his opening. If you're gonna go, that was your moment. He now posts himself on the angle, but the waiting game's not gonna be one he can win. So indeed, tucks tail, gets out of there, and we're gonna have 4 series points for paiN to finish this off with.
I mean, paying for OT is the correct decision, especially when, again, they look at their CT side and they think we should be doing better, but look at the money left behind that op. It's almost nothing. paiN were able to take that Tech-9 round, take the win where they shouldn't have, crush the economy in the same blow, and potentially steal another map away from NiP with the series at that, and with it being single elimination, their tournament life.
Kind of busted up by, but luckily for you, you didn't just lose your ramp player.
paiN's gonna be man of the match, or sorry, Snow's gonna be man of the match here. Between 2 out of 3 maps. By the way, the maps they win. So many rifle highlights.
That Tech-9 into the 4K is something. Certainly impressive, but just rock solid CT sites. Absolutely shutting down bomb sites in the face of NiP's challenge. Looking to find positioning inside Secret. Met Snappy here not long ago, but it's a further back angle, and this time it's Wrinkle on the op. Heard him burning, so he's ready. No surprise, maybe, that Snow gets toppled by that one. Still, remember, lesser weapons elsewhere on the field, one of which, Ujerks here on ramp, Deagle in hand, 3 players on the other side of this smoke as we hit 35 seconds. He reveals himself, they know about it. Up close, the op prevails, but it now gets picked up. DGT has opened ramp. The possibility of the lower hit is real. You see the scramble. NiP send 2 players downstairs. 20 on the clock, bodies in the open, and Snappy hits a critical kill to take the wind out of the sail. But it's only temporary, and the bomb could still find an opening on A, if not for Kaspersky, sitting on top of the ladder.
Yeah.
This is a free frag every day of the week. Bomb dropped, irretrievable. The first of 4 goes the way of NiP.
Yeah, there's that at least. They get their money back online with this round, pulling this one step closer. It was a scary moment, but Snappy took that big risk of actually stepping out from decon and not just taking a passive op shot, which was an option. The finest margins keep NiP in this game, but bravery is the thing that helps them out the most.
Snow back to outer. That last round certainly bit of a buzzkill for him to just get picked off like that. No impact on a round.
Snow's had a lot of fun leading these slow positions outside, pushing into secret. They're getting a response. This is going to work out for the CTs, though.
Well timed. Shush a second. And the cover from Wrinkle's good.
Yeah, I mean, that's a full court press right here. 2 players left on the T side.
Bombs lobby.
They're walking away to go back because they have to. Kaspersky quietly on their trail, and they'll maybe turn around, maybe not.
This round certainly ends up being disappointing if you're paiN. Feels like you never really got a chance to go. You finally decide to climb down the ladder, and there's just a guy coming through hut at that exact second. Shush catches him off guard, turns it into a 2K, and the op coverage, exactly what they need to guarantee it.
Find themselves in a good spot. I don't think they have an OT game in their nuke record so far. Usually doesn't have to go there.
After time.
Aye.
Money issues now, potentially.
Yeah, that actually is
Big time.
Quite a heavy kill.
Look at the timing on this one. Just as you step down that ladder, sitting duck for Shush. It's going to be real money issues. This is going to be a 24-round game now. Guaranteed.
That's where paiN do their best work.
Last timeout of regulation comes out with it too. It's enough to pull it out of the hat, isn't it? We've seen what Snow can do with that Tech 9, the 4K round that kind of kick-started the close, or so we thought it was. NiP have survived half of the match points, 2 to go. Molotov and a flashbang. All the utility in this one. Flames in front of their pack towards ramp. Biguzera tries to run it through. Not gonna happen.
Wow.
Udrix just laughs it off as Kaspersky holds off the A play as well. So this round falls on its face. And we're gonna go 24 with a very secure looking ninjas in pajamas. Little squeaky challenge put to rest. And here we go, folks. The distance again between the two.
A game that could be over, you know, barring a fewer mistakes, but that didn't happen. So they'll have to do it the hard way and the more fun way, the more exciting way here for the best of 3. If you're only going to be here for one game, you might as well bring it to overtime on map 3. Pressure's on paiN. I can only help but feel if this goes to overtime, it's NiP are heavily favored.
DGT light nades and only a Galil because he died after time 2 rounds ago. We'll put a pin in that, see if it winds up mattering, because Davideus looks to find an entry from top silo. Took a look at it and repositions. There is an op out on the field. We've seen it dedicated to secret in the past. Right now they're trying to put it over towards ramp instead, and it's a deep angle as well. There have been many rounds where Udrix eventually gets some sort of contact. This is not looking like one of them. Tapping away, Biguzera nearly dead.
Always must put pressure on that cross. They do. Rest of the map is quite quiet here.
It's 4 players downstairs.
DGT trying to set up an obstruction.
Yep.
But this one's not coming back upstairs. He's wrapping around. Snappy's already made the rotation lower. He senses something different is coming.
Snappy waited until map 3 to play better.
There's no ramp rotation, though. Wrinkle can't leave, so...
Oh
and
my
Ujerks dies outside. Lots of pressure on Snappy. He's alone.
Oh, he hears the open door. He hears
Wrinkle's
the bomb
come down.
plant. Wrinkle's going to try to find an angle, scours the bomb site. You've got a player pushed up close to the base of ramp. Snappy, will he think about this? Davideus right here next to him. How much space does Snappy get away with? None. The 24th round of play, and it looks strong for a second. 2v5 retake demanded of NiP. They've been looking better in recent months, but now Shush with a much-needed clutch and a back turn to Snow, who will close this. Those last 2 frags, both his. A great start to the season, individually for Snow, from Fissure to Bounty, eliminating the one game, the one opening match where we all thought that the Bounty Hunters were the favorites. Not the case.